Yeah, so like again, them two are addicted to this game.
I mean, it's
Don't
no
play
different
Magic. I
than
don't
me
want to hear
addicted
it.
to Magic the Gathering. It's no different than me
Yeah.
being addicted to Path of Exile. I get addicted to games, and then typically after a little while, I just stop playing. And unfortunately, with Star Rail, it's kind of like I can't play anymore. The only thing I can do is spam run the Super World, the special
simulated world
simulated
stuff.
universe. Yeah. All right, so now it says we're live again. So now it says live, and it's still using this. I changed the thumbnail. Let me.
Double Masters 2022. Oh God, it
fuck,
is.
fuck
That's,
yeah.
I was just messing around, but yeah, no, it definitely sees that.
Upload thumbnail.
Yeah, no, we're here.
We're here now. We were live,
Yeah.
but then we weren't live. Unfortunately, the broadcast that I created from my phone only allows me to stream from my phone, which is quite annoying. But it's fixed. And as far as fixed is I'm just gonna reuse this session 01 because I didn't make a session 2, but at least it won't be a bait, a Magic the Gathering bait. All right, so I can close that. That's saved. The title's saved. Point. Okay. Take it away, Pat.
Hey, welcome again on this evening episode of Dungeons and Dragons 5e, presented by Pure MTG. Starting from our left, we have Ike, played by Rob from Pure MTG. You've got Pwent, played by Pat from Pure MTG, along with Vanna, the sweet deer entered from nowheres. Emmerker, a placeholder for our new entry, Prime 406, from a very entertaining channel. Check him out in the links down below. And also our wonderful DM, Matt, also from Pure MTG. Look at me.
Look at him.
Yay.
So we are on our session 2. On last week's episode, we had a rousing adventure, leaving Neverwinter, headed towards Phandelver. As we encountered some incredible adversaries along the way, we were able to level up to number 2 and increase some of our very important statistics. Along with that, we've also gained some new information about the travels ahead. So stay tuned for more adventures from this evening.
Yes, sir. We have the Prime joining us. He's in the process of finishing up his character. He'll be taking place of Amagar, like we said. Do you have a name, Prime, for your character?
Prime.
He's just gonna be. Are you gonna be an automaton? That'd be cool.
Can you be? I wish.
I don't even think it's in the
No,
core
it wasn't,
handbook.
or else I totally would have been a robot.
Um,
I'm a dragonborn.
excellent. Do you want me to just go to Google and grab a random Dragonborn image for your?
That is what I did for my little thingy over on the thing here.
I think you should allow him to be an Autobot or an automaton.
There is an automaton, but it's not part of the core player's book that I have on Roll20. I'd have to buy whatever it's in.
Oh, we should
Let him have-
no stay as a friggin' dragonborn. Every once in a while, you get your dragon breath, and also it's just cool as shit.
Well, I'm just saying he could have all the same stats as a Dragonborn, and he could breathe fire. Would make even more sense from an automaton. He has flamethrower breath.
That
Just saying.
feels.
It would be
Yep.
a flavor win, but that's I'm
Fair.
not going to push the DM.
I don't
And he's
care. There is an official
relic.
automaton.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that in order for him to create his character in the Character Mancer, it has to be part of the books that I've bought. It's not.
Which-
He's
yeah.
not able to select it because I didn't buy it. That's what I'm saying.
Right. We could do that.
I
later.
get what you mean.
I'm fine with it. It's just he
I
can't.
don't have.
I have it
a
sharing the
way-
wrong. I have it sharing the DM view. Son of a bitch.
Okay, so he's a Dragonborn in an automaton body.
Ooh.
Illegal.
Illegal.
You're the DM. Nothing's illegal for you.
So the wizardry world of D&D has trapped my essence and soul into the body of a robot.
Illegal.
Yes. Right. He
Illegally.
he was a
Allegedly.
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 Well, so that was the pact, right? That's what he had to agree with his dark patron. Is I will give up my corporeal form. Just stick me in a robot body as long as I get power, baby. That's all I want.
That's right.
So I will give up everything. My family, my life, my body. I just want power. And he was in fact crafted by one of my great ancestors. That's why we have such a kinship, and he's joining our party.
Right. It all comes full circle.
Well, that's the great thing about D&D is like everything makes just enough sense that you can imagine anything.
Ooh, so let's do a
boy,
test
I found all
here.
kinds of stuff.
Does
Oh, so like there's a whole old school campaign of what it Scorched Sun, something like Dark Sun, where magic has gone wild and it's literally just Mad Max in Dungeons and Dragons. And then they have adventure into Avernus, where it's literally Mad Max, like big giant robot like vehicles, like huge mecha, except it's in hell.
basically go to hell.
Yes, like there's so much that like I've looked into for D&D, and I am so excited to play. So I am
I mean, there's
very
technically
happy
a
that I
whole
get
magic
to.
universe within D&D now as well. There's a crossover.
Yeah, there's a Strixhaven module for D&D.
Oh, it's
So
fucking
maybe that's
trash.
something that we
Sorry. It's
well,
actually
maybe that's
horrible.
something we do. Like
Nope.
we
I
make
pass.
a
Hard
drinking
pass.
game of it. You know, once Vana gets to 21, we'll make a drinking game of it. Every time we get to an point, we have to take a shot.
Do you want to have a report card, take attendance in class, have a scheduled itinerary where you actually have to go to like specific classes?
Look, I don't need to do this all over again in my
No, no,
escapism,
no.
please.
How does that sound?
Just
How does that
listen.
sound for a D&D experience? Do you want to go to?
Listen.
Do you want to go to class?
Bro, even
I'm already
Hogwarts
paying for it.
Legacy doesn't make me do that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I've went through it not as a DM but as a player, and it got to the point where we asked her to please make it better. I was
Yeah, good.
I mean, like
figure out
she's a
some-
teacher in real life, so to her it was great. She like printed out like our itinerary. She handed us like folders with like all kinds of stuff with it. There was all kinds of like, look how cool this is, and I'm like, oh please, can we not? I'm like, I'll try, but like there was like orientation day, and you like come in and there's like class building to like introduce yourselves to each other, and like just, there's like a scavenger hunt to learn each other's what you do. It was just horrible.
Ooh, I just had a really interesting thematic idea for Prime. Since he's gonna try and role play as an automaton,
Yes.
much like his player, his character needs to take big puffs of steam out of their mouth from time to time.
I just did.
Yeah.
Had to refill. I'm like Bender.
Yeah,
Oh
it's please oil me.
Oh, then Prime. I don't know if you're aware, but there is a sound portion of the.
Oh man, Sirenscape. Shit, I gotta load that up. Yo,
Oh,
big
yeah,
shout out to Sirenscape. They are an incredible
go.
service delivering high quality audio content tuned directly to your D&D games. So if you have not checked out Sirenscape, SYRINSCAPE.com, it is an incredible service to really add an extra layer of audio to your games.
Pretty good.
That was right. Okay, I think
Is it
that was
me
an
or is-
acceptable plug.
Is Vana's picture kind of drooping?
Yeah, it's in like 420p every now.
Don't worry about it.
It just
Yeah.
looks like
I'm
it,
I'm just going
it's
with it.
missing like 20% at the top of the frame.
Right,
Don't
I'm saying
worry
it looks like it's
about
with the line.
It's
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, so then Prime, do you have like an can you make an image where your Prime logo is? I don't even know how that works. Or am I just gonna
Yeah.
replace it with?
Where are you looking?
I'm getting everything from Discord.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if you want to go live with your cam, you can go live with your cam. If you don't, then you can just give me an image that I can place there. I'm just gonna go to cooltext.com, which is also another website that is
Yo,
not a
awesome
sponsor
as
or anything,
dude.
but awesome.
That's one of the big things about like joining up with Pure MTG is how many little things here and there I'm learning from both you and Rob. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Do. Phenomenal.
Honestly, Phenomenon was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid.
Like
Easily
John
my
Travolta?
favorite. Yeah, I was just gonna say easily my favorite John Travolta film of all time.
That's interesting. I can send you my.
List of favorite John Travolta films. That's even weirder.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
He's got it written down on a small piece of paper next to his computer.
It's just in my brain. I was trying to send
Constantly
Matt a
updating
picture,
it.
but again, I still can't find him in Discord for some reason.
It's Sin. It's Sinborn, or yeah, I guess in this channel it's pure MGGA. You also can just in the Discord in the voice channel that we're in, you could just right click on my name and message. Probably. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, and get that out of the way for that. And
Although if I go,
Yo, what's up, Dr. Timmy?
but if I click over to it, then it's gonna show everything on my Discord. Cause what'd you send? A friend request?
a friend request plus a picture.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're gonna
If you send me the picture, I can take care of this.
leak everything. We're gonna leak the image and everything. Oh, it's just the player's handbook.
It's my balls. Oh, sorry.
So no joke. Every
Oh.
time someone sends me, like, "Hey, how you doing, Pat?" and I don't know their number,
Uh-oh.
I send them a picture of my feet.
Oh.
That's-
Well, no,
Why?
Yeah.
because like, why is because legitimately, if you're one of my friends, that's just like a barrier of I can accept this amount of weird. And if you don't know me, then it's gonna freak you right out.
Yeah,
So-
some people are into that.
Speaking
there's
of
a
people,
there's a
we should
website
probably
for it.
explain some of what happened last time for those that may not have watched it or watching right now, as they're seeing random Dungeons and Dragons images all over.
Hey, this is.
Yeah,
I,
that
I
works, right,
told you it's
Matt?
gonna. I told you it's gonna mess it up.
Oh,
There we go.
well, you don't have to
But-
use it on.
No, no, no.
So
So I was
last
just
time-
talking about the moment I click on anything on Discord. Since I'm getting the video from Discord, it's just gonna mess up everything. But it's fine. It's fixed now. It looks great now, except for there's a little white.
It does look. It does. This
There's
looks
a
legit.
there's a little white. There we go. Now it looks great.
Only why is
Somebody's
why, is a,
Dog is gone.
why does a wizard have a giant sword?
Dude,
Oh.
that's the weirdest.
He's not a
thing
wizard.
about
He's
using
a
Sirenscape.
dragonborn warlock, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he can be a fighter
Or is that not
warlock.
the same thing? I thought warlock was a wizard. Anyways,
No.
No, you can
goodness,
actually be a
no.
melee warlock if you really want. There's a pact of the
So-
blade.
I have a scythe and a knife. I have Eldritch Blast and something else. I think I'm
Shit.
over encumbered, but I
Oh,
don't care.
Wait, what? How?
so
Don't know.
last week on Dungeons and Dragons 5e Lost Mines of Phandelver,
Mine.
pure MTG style.
There's just one. It's not pluralized.
There's many.
Nope.
Yep. DM's just not aware.
He's unaware. Over
We had to
carrying
fight
capacity.
some goblins. We took one prisoner, which we still have with us.
Oh, because
We have some buddies that sent us on a journey to go to Phandelver with a wagon. We decided better to get the wagon to town before going and finding them because they apparently got jumped by the goblins that we shot up and took one prisoner. And so we came into town trying to recruit. This town sucks. It's full of thugs and nobodies. So we decided we're going to go back and try to rescue our friends from the goblins, which is sort of what's on the slate for today. That is the TLDR of it from last week to this.
Yeah, maybe somebody should do something about that. Those thugs.
For the record, I am proficient in Orc
Oh.
and what was my other language?
Other,
Draconic?
Draconic, it looks like.
That was I'm common in Draconic and Common Tongue, or
You have common,
prefer-
draconic, orc, and primordial.
Primordial.
And the reason why you're over encumbered is because you have no stats.
Oh,
So like
I-
on the
I
left hand side of your character sheet, there are statistics. You have to roll those. So best
Oh.
way to do it is I'm removing one of the back ticks. So in roll 20, I'm sorry, not back tick, bracket. So in Roll20, I just pasted the command that you can use to roll your stats. What you have to do is copy that, but then add a bracket at the end of it to the right. And then it'll actually roll 4d6 and take away the lowest die. In the Roll20 chat.
Yeah,
And
if you click on Roll20, if you go to you have the web page up.
Yep, there we go. Okay.
Okay, and on the
and there's a
left
little
is
chat
the
bubble.
chat bubble looking thing.
Yep.
And then scroll all the way to the bottom in that chat log, and you'll see Sinborn, and he put in there 4d6 DL1.
I think it's a bracket, but I'm not 100% sure. Or a
Do I have to copy the whole thing or just
yeah,
the numbers?
copy just the copy the double brackets on the left all the way to the right, but then add when you paste it. Because if I do it with the correct thing, you're not gonna be able to copy paste it. Oops, I'm wrong bracket.
Could you put that correct thing in double quotes?
No, I'm pretty sure that it will also just roll. But I'll try. Yeah, it'll just roll.
That goes where?
You just paste it right in the chat. See what I'm what I'm doing right now.
Oh.
You add an additional bracket to the right
That's funny.
when you paste it. Basically, it's a macro. The way that the Roll20 works is it uses syntax macros. So there you go. And then you can hit up arrow and then enter.
Nice. Let's go. Come on.
You can hit up arrow,
Next,
enter,
what you
up
got?
arrow, enter, and you do that 7 times, and then you take away the lowest one of the 7.
Okay, that's not so great.
It's
Actually,
also
it's
fine.
not bad either. Yeah.
You just go up, enter, up, enter, up, enter, up, enter. It'll do it. You know,
Uh-oh,
7
come on.
times.
Let's turn that around.
That's pretty bad.
Why is it pooping on me now?
Oh, God. That's terrible.
5? No, you're done. I've never seen a 5. What the fuck? 1, 2, 1, 2. Wow, that's impressive. All right, so your statistics are 16, 12, 12, 10, 10, 10.
Okay, so how
Which I
do-
don't actually think meets the criteria to keep. Hold on, let me do some quick maths here. 10, 20,
I was
30,
gonna
40,
say
50,
standard
60.
array.
So that's
Way
60.
to go. You broke
that's
D&D
68.
already, Prime.
Yeah.
See,
On
this is
your
why I
first
don't.
day.
This is why I don't play this, dude. It's like
Uh,
I'm that scene from Step Brothers where they both go to the job interview.
So Vanna rolled like a beast. She has the
so
best
yeah,
tier stat here.
okay. So
Period.
then we're gonna scrap that because you have to have, well, not have to, but the idea is that your total shouldn't be less than 72, and your total is 68 or 70. 10, 20, 30, 40,
Rigged.
50, 60, 70, 60, and then 8, 10. Yeah, so you have 70. So you're on the cusp of being acceptable. It's not that
You're
bad,
not viable.
but yeah, try it again.
If this was Sparta, you'd be thrown over a cliff.
Okay, now you're looking good. Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
yeah, yeah.
you were rolling
Now-
like Starscream numbers.
Okay, so
now you're
now you
rolling
went
at least
above and
Humblebee.
beyond.
Yeah, like
There you go.
now
You're
you're
almost
looking
up
at
there
like
with Vanna.
actually prime. Yeah, this is
So take away the 9, and that's your stats. And you're gonna want to place your highest stat in charisma, followed by constitution, and then depending on what kind of warlock you want to be,
He's got 2 16s. Jesus.
yeah.
17
2 16s and a
goes to-
17.
Damn.
So you can go 17 in charisma. So you put it in the small number or the small box on the
Jeez
left.
Louise. Yeah, Eldritch Blast is gonna bust.
You do know where to put that, right? No, you don't put them in. Those are saving throws. On the left of saving throws, there's the big number boxes.
Strength, dexterity, constitution.
You don't click any of. You stop clicking those.
I'm clicking those. This one?
No, they're like you can hover over them and you can type into them. Yeah, there you go. You figured it out. So you in those small boxes, and then I would do 16 in your constitution, and then, I mean, realistically, probably a 16 in wisdom to have a good passive perception.
He's got a 14 after that.
So 17, 16, 16, probably a 14 in dex, depending on. Do you plan to be a melee warlock or a caster warlock? I mean, you can kind of be both, but it depends on what pact you pick at level 3.
Ooh, okay. So for right now, I think probably I don't know. I have Eldritch Pact and 2 melee weapons, so
Your main go-to is going to be Eldritch Blast. It's like the best cantrip in the world to attack with. Especially when you get your Eldritchifications, you can get
So
you add your
can I be
Constitution.
Can I be like Mr. Tank Man with my melee and then lay the death beam after that type thing?
You'll want to like run in
Um,
right behind me, I think.
If you
Yeah, that's what I'm
attack,
saying.
if you attack something in melee with that is ranged, you have disadvantage on the attack because they're like basically like in your face, like preventing you from casting in front of them. It's kind of how it works.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
like trying to shoot a bow in 5 feet in front of you, it's pretty difficult when they're like actively fighting you. So you have
Right.
disadvantage on stuff that's ranged in melee. So you really wouldn't want to do that if you plan to be a warlock that is like staying back and because I mean you don't have like armor like you have really right now. I don't even think you have leather armor. So yeah, you would probably want to put a 14 in your dex for your armor class because right now you're 11, which is really low. And then what do you have? 16, 16, 14, and then the rest are kind of low, which is a little unfortunate, but probably 11
Put 11 in bed.
in strength and 10 in whiz. So that'll probably work. I mean,
Gee, thanks. I got a
intelligence.
9 and 2 10s.
I mean, it's average. And
Say zero.
then so now you're not over encumbered. Fantastic.
Okay, so I got my strength in there. I've got my dex in there. I've got my constitution.
got
I
all your
don't have
stats.
intelligence. Oh, yes, I do. That's 10.
You have 10. Yeah, that's correct.
16, 17. Okay, cool.
It's regular.
Then your race should give you
Not too smart.
10 is average. So it's not bad.
Oh.
10 is like the
thumbnail
average
says
commoner.
Session 0.
It does.
I'm 9.
It's session 0 for Prime. What does
I'll buy off on that. It's just that I was spamming, so I was like
It's session
putting
2,
out
but
adverts and shit. It's
Um,
just one of those things like, hey, Prime, as a note to myself, this is why I should get in 30 minutes early.
I've been sitting here for a while.
all right.
Yeah.
So for Dragonborn, you have a
Really?
strength
Start the
plus
stream
2, charisma by
I'm just
1. Oh,
super
actually, that
happy
does work.
We all got to get together for this. Like, as we work this out and over the next few sessions, the next couple of weeks, things are definitely going to fall a bit more in line as we get acclimated to, number one, the settings, but also our characters in play. So it's just going to get better from here.
So because of
Yeah, I mean,
Dragonborn, it
we'll
actually
bring-
does give 1 in the charisma, which is nice. So that makes your charisma 18 and your strength it gives plus 2, so you have
Jesus
13 strength.
Christ.
So that is good.
18 in
Um,
charisma is solid.
Yeah, if you get really lucky with rolls, you can have a 20 starting at level 1, which is
Like, pretty good
it's almost godlike actually. Anything above a
Yeah,
20 is considered godlike stats.
Well, so that's the thing. Like, so I'm a huge D&D lore nerd. Any 10, like charisma 10, means that you're like above average to like the normal person in the world. Anybody that's a player character is considered well above average, and to be a 10 is like regularly above average. Yeah, so
Alright.
10's
Can you-
not bad at all.
Can you see your character sheet? Do you see what I'm doing? Is it moving around on your
No.
screen? Why did they change that? Back in the day when I used Roll20 a lot, I still use it a
Back in
lot
my-
for like just a digital map for my current play group, but we play in person, so we don't use the character sheets. But basically, you used to be able to see what I'm doing on your character sheet. So like I can right now I'm leveling your character up. So what would you like as your? So I imagine Agonizing Blast is definitely going to be one of them.
I saw it when you were monkeying about on mine.
Maybe like close your character sheet and reopen it. How does that? How does that? What does that do for you? Does that work?
Closes and reopens.
No, for Prime. Does it show the level ups? Maybe just the character manager doesn't do it.
Hey, we're just getting Prime on board here super fast. Thanks for joining us.
Armor of Shadows. Probably.
I just wanted to
good.
roll. I just felt like I should.
Do you want me to
Surprise.
pick your Eldritch Invocations for you, or do you want to go through them?
Oh,
There's
go ahead.
There's a lot.
Okay, yeah. Now it says I'm in level 2, so
Yeah, I'm in the process of going through and picking your. So Agonizing Blast, I highly recommend for
Really?
Invocation, and then You don't have so Devil's Sight gives you dark vision, and as a Dragonborn, you don't have dark vision normally, which is stupid, but you don't. So Devil's,
is
I would
cheap.
recommend Devil's Sight and Agonizing Blast. Yeah, most dragons
Okay.
have dark vision, but they removed it for some reason.
That's lame.
Yeah,
That upsets me. 0 out of 10 unplayable.
I'll just blast. You definitely have. So Hellish Rebuke is pretty good.
D20 is lucky
Protection
it's
from
not
good and evil is
Evolving Wilds.
useless.
Rip it in half.
Expeditious Retreat's decent. Burning Hands is okay.
Oh, and just as a channel update, I've been talking to a lot of Flesh and Blood content creators. So look forward to the next couple of weeks or few short months for a lot of other guests coming on.
Ooh, there was something cool that happened with I think it was called Outsiders, one of the sets that came out recently.
Yeah.
There's something called
we should talk about that off of the air, because I don't want Matt to miss out on some really juicy info. So stay tuned for a video on some misprints and errors in collation with Flesh and Blood, and how you could possibly get in on an erroneously high cold foil rate.
That's incorrect. It has nothing to do with cold foils. It's rainbow. It's the rainbow fables.
I've heard some cold foil collation stuff, but either way,
don't know.
you should stay tuned. If you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead and take the opportunity now.
All right, so
They're both wrong. It's actually serialized, foil etched, borderless.
So
Box
you
topper.
joke, but serialized cards are actually a new thing in the up and coming set.
are they actually doing serialized
The
cards
only thing
in?
I'm really looking forward to is when they go to PvE and try to compete with Commander raids.
Well, so that's a big thing for 2023 is PvE for Flesh and Blood. Blood is supposed to premiere this
Flesh
year.
and Bud.
In Dusk to
Don't
Dawn,
get banned.
we are getting serialized cards for the first time.
All right.
Each individually hand drawn, completely handled in a different way than Magic the Gathering. So there's a lot to talk about, and I've been chatting with Alex from Ashen Wings. He should be coming on pretty soon, and we'll be talking about that.
I think we're set. So Prime, you've got your main attack here on your spells page, Eldritch Blast. That's going to be your main ranged. It's underneath cantrips. That's going to be your bread and butter. It's going to be the most damage you can do. It's 1d10 plus 4. It's pretty solid, and it's repeatable. You can just spam it all day long as a warlock, which is cool. Then you have a level 1 spell that when you get hit, you can use your reaction, which is just one of the action economies. Just one an action as something happens, you can do a react to it. Hellish Rebuke is one of those spells that basically just like blast them back with some damage, which is pretty cool. You can do that twice per short rest. And you got your breath weapon. You've got your armor on, which is good. And then there's also one of the invocations that you have. Oh, it's Devil's Sight. So Devil's Sight, you have Dark Vision, which is good. You have 115 gold, which can be used to purchase armor, weapons, stuff like that. So if you find something that you need,
15 gold. What has he been doing? Is he an actual dragon on top of a
Yeah.
horde?
Yep.
That's
about how-
twice
people.
what I have.
it's about how
I
much you
showed
guys have.
handful.
No, you guys
I've
bought
got
stuff.
51. I got 51, and I've been carrying goblin ears like it's in style.
Maybe you're right. It's 50. Amagar has 52.
I would have
That's
had 2 more
oh,
goblin
so you'll have
ears if
60.
You
You had
guys
50.
weren't so soft
67.
with prisoners.
So you'll have 67
That's
gold because
why.
Amagar had 52, and then you would have gotten 15 from your starting thing. All right.
Well, if he eats Amagar, then he gets 52 gold.
No.
He was tasty. A little stringy, but tasty.
He's a halfling, so honestly, it's not like
He's a
it's that big
gnome.
a meal for a
It
dragon.
was like veal.
He's not a halfling. He's a gnome.
Gnomes are halflings.
Tawny folk, small
Baby
hens,
veal?
taste like cabbages.
All right.
Smell like cabbage.
So any questions, Prime, before we get started? Any?
No, let's do it.
Do you know what the story's about?
Somewhat. I've been paying attention. You guys were on the trip to Phandelver because
Our buddy
Here's a-
paid us.
Buddy had a thing, but then you guys went and kidnapped a goblin, and
I'll read the
told
I'll read the
everybody-
background.
Early on into our journey, I bought a pen and pencil sort of deal.
Oh, yep.
So I can let you in on a little bit of our backstory.
So the only thing that I'm really
number
curious
one
about, I
thing-
do have a question now. Hang on, Pat.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you save the goblin for those deeds I expressed last week?
We do in fact have a goblin prisoner. He has both of his ears and is able to speak and walk.
That's good.
Because my god is such a gentle and caring one.
Indeed.
So we learned in our last session, not every combat has to be lethal. Not every encounter has to be a combat.
A lot of times they might start with initiative, but that doesn't mean that it has to be combat. It just means that there is a order that things need to happen in order to facilitate somebody talking, basically. Just in case somebody wants to go to combat, you go to initiative, and then, depending on what happens, can go from there.
Okay.
Otherwise, we are settled just outside of the town of Phandelver. We have set a small camp, rested for the evening, and have tried to build up a relationship with the captive we have in our possession. His name being...
Rink?
Probably
Fink?
should have wrote it down. Frank?
It's like Rink or Fink. I
Let's go
random.
with Frank.
Rink.
I think it was Rink.
It was rank.
We've
I'll-
also
I'll-
established some sort of rapport in Phandalin with Barthen's provisions.
Yep.
You learned of a red.
Elmar Barthen. Yeah.
You
and
learned
the
of
Red
a
Brand.
red
They-
brands.
yeah.
There's a bunch of ruffians that taken over the town. They run that place now.
But the cave that
we're-
we're trying to find is Wave Echo Cave, and it contains the Forge of Spells. And our buddy Gundren Rockseer, the one that sent us with the wagon to Phandalin, may know something about where it is.
Yeah, he claims he knows exactly where it is and has a map to it. But he was taken recently. He was attacked on the road on the way to
We're trying to
Phandalin.
go find him.
And then you guys learned from the goblin that the goblin thinks that your buddy is in these in their hideout, which is in a cave. Not the same cave, but different cave. Well, who knows? It could be the same cave. I doubt it, but so yeah, I'll read you the it's like 2.5 paragraphs of like the background of the module, and then that'll kind of catch you up on with everything that has been said, catch you up where we are now.
Okay.
So, more than 500 years ago, clans of dwarves and gnomes made an agreement known as the Phandelver's Pact, by which they would share a rich mine in wondrous cavern known as Wave Echo Cave. In addition to its mineral wealth, the mine contained great magical power. Human spellcasters allied themselves with the dwarves and gnomes to channel and bind that energy into a great forge called the Forge of Spells, where magic items could be crafted. Times were good, and the nearby human town Phandalin prospered as well. But then disaster struck when orcs swept through the north and laid waste to all in their path. A powerful force of orcs, reinforced by evil mercenary wizards, attacked Wave Echo Cave to seize its riches and magical treasures. Human wizards fought alongside their dwarf and gnome allies to defend the Forge of Spells, and the ensuing battle destroyed much of the cavern. Few survived the cave-ins and tremors, and the location of Wave Echo Cave was lost. For centuries, rumors of buried riches have attracted treasure seekers and opportunists to the area around Phandalin, but no one has ever succeeded in locating the lost mine. In recent years, people have resettled the area. Phandalin is now a rough-and-tumble frontier town, and that's where you guys basically are now, just outside the town, waking up for your meal. Basically, the way that I'll introduce you into the story is we can say that you met with Barthen, and Amigar, the gnome, decided that he wanted to stay here and chill in town for a bit. And Barthen knows Prime by whatever means you want to know him by. And he decided that, yeah, you were a friend of Gundren Rockseer, and that's your friend. You want to go help this group find them and get them back.
Yes.
How fortunate.
Right on
Another
time.
friend of Gundren.
Gundren has
Gundren-
lots of friends.
I
He's
can't
a
leave anybody
dwarf.
behind.
He drinks,
Oh, good.
and he has lots of friends.
Gundred give Prime ale.
Okay. So,
I'm assuming we finished our long rest and it's early morning and we can untie our goblin friend Rink and motivate it, but we're gonna have to hoof it, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, so you guys leave the wagon behind at Barthen's Provisions with all the equipment and whatnot that was traveled there. I think you guys unloaded any of the stuff that you needed to off of the wagon to
Yep.
Barthen.
Yep. Sold
and,
all the extra saddles and weaponry.
Yep. And then you guys camped outside the town. No issue there. No encounters because you're near a town. It's fairly safe. And so you have your day ahead of you, bright and early in the morning. Oh, and if you need, that's what I was gonna say. If you want to be included in whatever sound's going on, where's it at? Share audio. Copied. I mean, that's the link.
So that he too can hear.
It didn't say what. You can hear birds chirping and the frontier music of boom, boom, boom.
So one of the cool things about Sirenscape is it's tuned specifically to the game that we're playing, the session we're having.
Yep.
So as we engage in combat with different entities, it'll actually play combat music and sounds. The clashing of sword versus shield, the epic rise and fall as the tides turn in a combat. It's not just going to always be atmospheric in the way you're currently hearing.
I have to switch it to those things, but Sirenscape has went through most of the modules that have been printed, and they've basically made a soundtrack for each thing. And like in the module, it's labeled like Goblin Ambush. I just click Goblin Ambush, and it plays the sounds that would be heard during a Goblin Ambush. So that's pretty cool. And there's a little volume slider up top, so you can kind of control how much volume you want. Hopefully the stream is good on audio. I don't know if anybody's said anything about audio. Hopefully everything's good with audio. You guys might be too quiet because I did a stream and I lowered the volume a lot. So I'm gonna... They probably couldn't even hear you, to be honest. Somebody talk.
I'm talking. This is me talking.
This is me talking.
Indeed.
Hello.
Tube, and it comes off phenomenally.
It
Yeah.
looks good now.
Yeah.
But I bet you it wasn't because it was like down to negative 11 dB. Anyways.
Well, that would probably have us pretty silent.
Yep. Well, now you're negative.
So we were
5.
talking through all that and not explaining anything to the audience there, Pat. Awesome.
They heard
Yeah,
me.
no, that's why Vanna was so quiet. You guys just couldn't hear her.
Did they say she was quiet?
No,
Sorry.
no, because she said like 4 words the whole time.
Gotcha. Well, she's just chilling.
No, she's playing Genshin Impact or whatever that other thing is.
Hey!
Honkai Star Rail.
That sounds like made up words.
It really does.
As someone who's learning both Vietnamese and Chinese, that's made up shit.
Well,
You're not
it is
saying made up,
Chinese.
but-
It's a Chinese company.
It's made by it's a Chinese company.
It's made by Hoyoverse. I mean, it's like all of it sounds made up.
Previously Mahoyo.
except
Yeah.
for Star Rail. But somebody
Yeah, it's soon to be owned by Tencent.
because it's a gacha game. One of the streamers that I watch that play it, he calls it Honky Star Whale. I'm like, yeah,
Oh, you
that's pretty.
it's dangerously funny. Spent $900 this morning.
Basically, if I wanted to continue playing, I'd have to spend real money. That's basically it. But I'm not. So, anyways, so you guys get up ready to travel for the evening or the morning, and you go on your path back to retrace your steps back to the path that you guys found previously. It takes about how long are each one of these tiles? What hexes? 1 hex equals 5 miles. That's right.
And can you ping the map where we were ambushed?
Yeah, it was right around here, this area here.
Oh, I have my character sheet over top of it. Can you do that again?
I'm just
Gotcha.
using an arrow, so you don't have to look at the ping. So right around this area. So you're looking at about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 miles of travel. At 3 miles per day, you're looking at quite a.
3 miles per day. How
I'm
are
sorry,
we
3
so
miles.
slow
3 miles
now?
per hour. 3 miles
Oh,
per day would be
Jesus
rough.
Christ.
Are we like
I'm
crawling on our
sorry.
bellies?
Yeah, you guys are army crawling the all the
I
way
can
there.
walk faster than that.
Everyone's been knocked prone.
Yeah. If you want, you can hoof it there. You can double dash basically every turn. So the way that works is traveling at a normal pace makes it so that your passive perception is your standard passive perception. So most people are around a 10. Sometimes they're around 15, depending on if you're trained in it and have a high wisdom. But if you go double speed, you actually lose the ability to perceive. So you're more susceptible to running into problems like ambushes and such if you're hoofing it. But it's up to you guys if you want to take the time to go at your normal pace, which is 3 miles per hour, or you can double that and go to 6 miles per hour, which is kind of like a light jog all the way there. And you would have less perception on whether you're going to get attacked or not. So what would you guys like to do?
I mean, I'll be honest. It seems as though if we're heading forefront into a known encampment, we should be as cautious as possible, yeah?
Sure.
I think we could probably double time it most of the way there. We know where it is, and then
As I say, you can double it
Slow
most of
down
the way
as we
there, and
approach
then
it.
slow down as you approach. That's also another route. Because right now,
I mean,
if
our
you
friend
guys went,
we left him overnight, so I'm kind of antsy to go find him.
But he's a rock seer. He's strong.
so it would either take you the entire
I'm
day
cool
of
with either way.
travel.
Like, I'm just being open. Yeah.
So it'd either take you the entire day of travel, and by the time you get there, you'd have to camp out, or you'd have to. It'd be getting close to. It'd be about an entire days of travel, and then going in and either fighting through a bunch of goblins or whatever the plan is
At night?
at night. Yeah. So
Well,
Not
I
i-
have
not
dark
ideal.
vision, so I feel more than comfortable.
true.
Me too.
Prime also has dark vision. He actually has the best
do not.
dark vision. He has Devil's Sight.
I have yes,
Ooh.
that.
Yeah, it's 120 feet of dark vision that it can also see through magical darkness. It's pretty good.
All right.
Plus,
You'll
I
lose your
mean,
range-
well,
you'll lose your range support.
Question: would our party know if goblins have dark vision or night sight?
So you can do what's called
Ooh,
a
should
skill
I
check.
roll a wisdom or something, or
You can do either a history,
insight?
a nature, or just a flat intelligence check. Any of those three. That's a duck.
Ooh, I'm best off with intelligence, so I'm gonna just roll that. Big money, no whammies.
Also, as a side note, you do have a goblin in your party.
Oh, that's a great
Alright.
point. I have 10 lay on hands and 1 big fucking knife. So I feel as though there is a lot of information I could get out of Rink.
Me prime like point.
But he's also been
Rink
fairly
pay.
he's been fairly cooperative. He hasn't
Yeah. Well, with an 8, on my nat 8, for my insight here on this.
as an 8
I
with an 8
don't
you're not
garner
sure.
much information.
Yeah, you're not you don't
Got it,
remember if they do or not. You're not 100% sure.
So I look over to our dear, newly acquired friend Rank, having just recently broken bread and camped down in a safe, warm spot for the evening. I want to know from him, as a goblin, do you and your folk have an ability to see at night? Are you as tuned to darkness as a dwarf is?
He looks at you and says, "Yeah, Rink can see in dark."
I look to the rest of my party, speaking in common, knowing he can as well.
Mhm.
Want to fuck around at night, boys?
Yeah, I think
Not
Ike
really
is
my
the only.
forte, but
Yeah,
okay.
Ike does not have dark vision.
And I'm the one that
Aw,
needs it
man.
most.
And
I
I
don't
was
know
just
if
gonna
Vana
say,
has it
100%
either.
meta.
Oh, she's elf.
You
She
know,
does.
as we're huddling around the rations and the bandwagon, I speak to my friends and cohorts. We need the best advantage, knowingly going into an enemy entrapment. My fellow friends, we need to have not only the righteousness of Mirrodin behind us, but also the strength of the day coming down upon these wicked creatures. Let us not venture in the middle of the night where the advantage is theirs. No, let us bring in the high sun with our attacks. I think we should rest these horses at a slow and steady pace. These oxen are too withdrawn already. We should
We
go
don't-
at a
We
reasonable
don't have
pace and
oxen.
rest at night. I thought they were
he is
oxen.
the ox. No, well, you left the wagon at Phandelver. You don't have the wagon anymore.
Oh, so it's just us?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes, that's why I said we have to hoof it. Like, run.
You also could rent horses.
Didn't
That'd
you
be
say it's
way
like
f-
50
it'd be-
gold a day?
No, it's way less than that.
Yeah, that's a lot. What 5 to 15 would be, I think, like standard. Or retainers
If you
are
want
less
to, if you
than
want to
gold.
rent a horse, let me see here.
Horses are harder to get than humans. That's so fucked. Like in the way D&D economy works, it's cheaper to buy a man than a horse.
So to buy
Like-
to actual buy a horse is 75 gold. That's obviously to
Dude.
buy.
I gotta see a man about a horse.
Like
I'll be back.
it's so much easier. Like I could just ride a prime the whole way, and it would be a fifth of the cost.
Yet the word race is racist. Oh crap.
Yeah, right. Giddy up, Buttercup, and it's just a picture of Dennis below me. It's
Right. Terrible. Anywho, I'll buy a horse. How much is it?
Well, to buy is 75 gold, but to rent, I would say it's about 5 gold per day.
Buy a horse so I can eat it later.
Well, if you don't return it, they're gonna want to charge you the entire cost of the horse. This is just to
Oh,
rent
for
a horse.
rent.
If you're
Say
looking to
we
rent
run.
them.
What is the problem with running?
Well,
Yeah,
a
I'm
horse
cool
can
with running.
can
Yeah, what's the
travel.
problem with using your 2 feet?
I thought that we showed up at night and they see at night. I thought that was
No,
the
we
whole
can
reason.
make it there by noon if we stop bickering here and just
Oh, okay.
double time it most of the way and then slow down as we approach.
No, if we leave now, when we get there, it'll be nighttime, and we have to
No,
attack at
no,
night
if
at full speed.
only if we. No.
It's
He
8
said we
hours of
travel 3
travel.
miles per hour slow, 6 miles per hour running. Essentially, it's 25 miles, so roughly 4 hours to get there.
Yeah, if you
It's
if you
morning,
hoof
so
it,
it'll take us-
it's 4 hours each, or 4 hours to get there.
Oh,
So I
thought
don't
you said
understand
if we
what the-
hoofed it. We arrived at night and had to
No.
fight at night.
No, if
No.
you go at normal pace. Now, like I said, double
Oh well, hot
timing it.
shit. Yeah, double time.
Double timing
That's
it is
the
risky,
question.
but in this instance, like I wouldn't advise double timing it in like a normal situation. But in this situation, the high road and Trebor Trail is typically patrolled by guards, by the main forces of Faerun, but you know it doesn't make it completely safe. So there's things that could still happen. There could be another ambush and you run right into it. So it is a risk, but it's a risk that you'll probably willing to take to get there in good enough time to save your buddy Gundren, it makes sense. So yeah, you can double time it there. A horse would get there in 2 hours, so even double that. But like I said, it's up to you if you want to be.
Yeah, but we'd
deal
also
with
have to
horses.
get 2 horses. There's 4 people in our party,
Yeah.
so we're not looking to play that game. I absolutely misunderstood our time travel here, so I agree with Ike. These little legs of Puents are made for short sprints just like this, so I would say full speed ahead on land.
Yeah, it's a nice jog halfway there. 4 hours of jogging is definitely quite a hustle. Let's do everybody do a Constitution saving throw. So you open up your
Oh.
character sheets, click on your character sheets. On the left-hand side, there's a thing called saving throws. Do some Constitution saving throws.
I was gonna say this is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So the DC for this is a 10. So far, 2 of you are just, it's hot, you're tired. Not great.
I have
Who
a
do I
plus
have
5.
to carry?
I
Dude,
literally have a
you
plus
have
5
a
to that.
plus
What did it
5.
roll?
Jeez.
All right, so 2 of you are no problem. You guys are made for running, jogging. But the other 2, it's a rough journey. You actually take a level of exhaustion for hoofing
Oh,
it for
God.
the couple hours.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Well, this is shit.
So
That
just so
is
you're aware,
shit.
a
Get
level of
good, dude.
exhaustion is just disadvantage on skill checks for your first level of exhaustion. So not too bad.
The first 1 or 2 ain't that bad, but we're gonna take a long rest when we can.
Yeah, a level of exhaustion is taken away per long rest.
Yeah, you guys look pretty ragged right now. I've got to say, I'm surprised. As a dwarf in chainmail, followed up by a dragonborn, you don't see dragons run, much as fly. I was surprised to see this, but
You guys get to about here, which is where you
time for
guys
all the
remember
dice.
the goblin ambush was. On
Ooh.
this is the back to the scene of the crime. This is what you guys remember being the goblin ambush. You have drugged the horses off to the side. To the right, to the east of this, probably about a mile, is where you found the path. And Rink leads the way, telling you guys that there are traps along the path. And after a short while, you guys come to...
Man, I love this experience. Thank you so much, Matt, for inviting me. in
How
on
did
this.
Prime roll? Oh, he rolled.
You
I
rolled
don't
a 12.
understand.
12 plus 3.
12 plus 3? Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is he didn't get the 2 results like the rest of us did.
Well, that's a good point.
Huh?
It doesn't roll his with advantage for some reason.
Did I do something
Oh.
wrong?
No.
No,
It's
it's
just
just
a
strange.
weird interaction on our side of...
Oh yeah, that's another.
If you look in
that's a good
the
question.
chat display in roll 20, ours show 2 different numbers at the
It's
same
still rolling
time.
to the GM, and it's not rolling the dice. I don't understand.
Additionally, both Pat
had-
and Prime say Constitution and not Constitution save.
Oh, that's why he just clicked his Constitution. That's why I didn't roll twice.
So
It's
he
still
didn't roll it correctly.
It still rolled. It still rolled the save. So on your character sheet, Prime, there's a save, and then there's the actual
There we go.
Although, it's still only rolling 1, which is weird. I don't know. I can't. I don't. Another thing that's doing is it's not
Because I'm a badass.
still doing the thing where it's rolling in whispers for the players or for the monsters, and I swear I turned that off. Oh well, hold on a second. So remember last week we talked about not rolling with advantage all the time, and I told it not to.
Mm-hmm.
It says it right now. Never roll with advantage. But you guys are still. It's still happening for you guys. That makes no sense. Whisper rolls to GM. Never whisper rolls. Okay. Auto damage and crit. So hit one of your attacks.
Oh, big shout out. Thanks, Magic Dad, if you're still hanging out this evening for watching and tuning in. I know right now you're seeing a lot of blank screen, but we haven't quite zoned into this area yet, so we haven't revealed it. But I want to say something we have revealed is how incredible you are. So thank you. Thank you very much.
So it's doing it correctly for Prime. Now one of you guys make an attack. I bet you I think I know what's happening. I think that anything that was created prior to the change, anything that was created prior to the change didn't get updated for whatever reason, and I don't know why that is.
Yo, but bro, that's a 13 on attack with a one-handed warhammer with dueling. So I just want to say, beast mode engaged.
Let's go. I'll look more into it later on. I don't know why it's doing it, but
Weird. There's steam coming out of this dwarf's mouth too.
So
give you
that
guys your
sickle roll I
vision
just
here.
did, I roll a d4 plus 1 slashing. That's like that's
Yeah, you rolled
that's
3.
ridiculous. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
dude,
dynamic
like,
lighting has
That's
vision.
a solid roll, man. Like honestly, so I made this little guy my Gwent as that guy who went forward and went, and I am so pleased with how this is turning out. Huge fan of this game so far. Matt, thank you so much for hosting all of this. It's clear with the amount of content you're presenting that you've put a lot of work into this. So thank you so much for all you've done behind the scenes and for here with the audience as well.
Problem. All right, so you guys should see. You should start to see. Vanna, you should see the screen there.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna give vision here, night vision,
Ooh.
60 feet, safe settings.
What is Rink saying, and what is his behavior? Is he getting antsier? Is he?
So as Rink leads you down the path, he leads you around a spike trap. He leads you around a few of the those leg traps where like it grabs you and like rips you upside down and hangs you from a tree. A few different traps that are laid. Some of them are crudely placed, and some of them are well hidden. Without Ike's assistant or without Rink's assistance, it would probably be difficult to see these traps as you're walking. Especially if you were hoofing it, you definitely probably would have fallen right in. But luckily with Rink, he seems. You guys have treated him decently enough. As far as goblins are considered to be normally treated, you guys have fed him and not hurt him. So as far as he's concerned, he doesn't seem like extra scared or anything. He seems just. I don't know. Make an insight check. You can do an insight check to see, or you can ask him if you want to talk to him. That's fine as well. But if you want to just kind of gauge how he's looking, that's insight.
So I think Prime, honestly, probably having the highest charisma. I think it would be best if
wisdom.
our slick-tongued lizard talked to him a bit.
But our slick-tongued lizard did not do anything with him, really.
No,
We're the
he
ones
doesn't
that
know
are
me.
feeding him.
He's new into the party.
Yeah, he doesn't know me.
I would say
don't have any
probably
rapport.
I would say Vanna would be the best person to
Yeah,
gauge
she's been
how,
she's
you
been
know,
the good cop so far.
So I whisper to Vanna to check and see, how's he doing? Like, it's in essence what I'm trying to gauge here, and I whisper it to her is, whether or not I'm deciding whether we kill him now or tie him to a tree and make it in his best interest that, even if he gets free, that we make it out of this cave to untie him.
I mean, I can try and talk to him.
Gauge,
I'm not
gauge
really-
to see, like, I feel like he would be trying to get back to his folk, right? Like, if you were this close to your folk, that's his cave right there. How's he? Does he look like he's waiting for a moment to yell out or break free here?
I'm gonna go ahead and try and talk to him, just give him a general checkup, see how he's doing, see how he's feeling, ask him a couple of questions,
like a
if he's eager to
trustworthiness
go
check.
home.
Sure.
Things like that.
He says, "Yeah, Rink would like to go home."
Where is
I
your
kinda
home,
wanna-
Rank? Is this your home?
And he points to the cave. You guys are probably standing a good, 50 to 100 feet outside the cave entrance there. It's a little. You're a
All
little
right, so
closer on the map than
let's-
you really are.
So
Oh, no.
I want to be out of earshot of Rink and huddle with our group here and have a chat. So if he's on foot, then my best. I think we should tie him to a tree and then have a chat.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Sure.
Now,
I
I'll let him know
wanted
that
his-
we're deciding his
yeah.
fate. I'll straight up tell him we're deciding your fate. You've led us around traps, and I need to discuss with my crew here what we need to do with you.
Yeah,
So-
we tell him we don't want him to get hurt. So we tie him to a tree for his own safety, and we scuttle away another 30 feet so we can have a quiet discussion out of his hearing range.
So I guess in as low a volume as we can, because we don't want to stir the cave. We start discussing what do we do with this guy? I mean, I don't want to kill him because I think that's wrong based on honor. We've told him that we wouldn't kill him. We told him that we're, going to keep him alive as long as he leads us around things, and he stuck to his end of the bargain. But I think, given the chance, we cut him loose, he's going to run in there and raise hell. I'm a little worried of him even being this far out. I don't know if we should go back down the road a bit, tie him to a tree, and let him know that, it's in his best interest that we make it out of there. So let us know now if anything we need to know before going in the cave.
I say we murder his entire family, leave him alive to tell the tale.
Okay, well, first off, we'd have to find his family, and I'm fine with that, but we need to figure out what we're doing with him right now.
Tie him to the tree.
Oh, he's already tied to the tree.
Yeah, he's already tied to a tree, but he could still yell out.
Yeah.
And 100 feet, that's not too far. I mean, if we're going to leave him tied up, I think we should go back down the path a bit.
I got a warhammer and a hand axe. He ain't gonna say a whole lot if we don't want him to.
Okay, but he could say it after we go into the cave.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? I'm serious. I mean, he can definitely raise an alarm where we're at.
Cut his tongue out.
Wow.
Yo,
Well,
last
we're not
session I
killing him.
tried to take his ears. For 2 fucking copper, I tried to take his ears.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm
you
trying to.
bleeding heart, Faerun
No, I'm
lovers,
discussing.
you
Do we?
hold-
To me, look. It's very utilitarian for me. I understand. I'm a soldier, and we're wasting time. So spending time torturing this creature that's held his end of the bargain, by the way, we either end him and get in there, or we take him back down the road, tie him up, and if we make it out of there, we cut him loose. One or the other, but we need to make it practical,
Option 2.
and we need to get moving. Our friends in that cave.
I think we're so divided. I would pose
About
this
what?
to Vanna, our cleric. You are the opposition to my light as part of the Grave Pact. What is the right thing in your mind to do? I need your way on this scale.
Personal and honest opinion, leaving him here is somewhat dangerous. He will absolutely turn on us given the chance. We've done essentially the bare minimums of kidnapping, which is keeping the prisoner alive. I don't know about you, but if I were in his shoes, I'd do the same damn thing. But killing him is also very amoral and could prove consequential later down the line. Apparently, he's got family in there. Turns out the family learns that we did something about it, and now they're on our asses with an entire army of goblins this time. I don't know about you, but that does not sound like fun.
All right, so let's have a vote.
I roll for
Kill him?
initiative to attack him with
Oh
my
my
warhammer.
god!
Sure. So what we can do here is we can add you to the initiative order, and you can try to talk him down before he attacks if you go first. So go ahead and click on your token, and then click roll. Well, I'll since you already did it, I'll add you to turn order.
Yeah, no, like I should be small. Like
I
I'm
can't click on my
glad.
token, by the way.
I'm glad I got a
hold on.
7. Like it's the right amount of low to make this an anxiety event. So like my angry dwarf who hates goblins absolutely
They
feels
should be good now.
uncouth with our cooperation until now. Sees this mean, minuscule man tied to a tree, an absolute aversion to my god. Oh, I want him dead because we've gotten to our location. Ike with a 15. Ooh. I love the over, like the music. If you guys aren't hearing that, oh dude, you're missing out on YouTube right now. This
Very suspenseful.
Sirenscape is phenomenal. There is a life
What
hanging
happened-
in
what
the
happened?
I
balance.
did not select token.
Dwarf.
I might be a little.
So on your character screen, where it says initiative, you'll just want to click that word.
Well, first you should click her token on the map.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't make the
I
mistake
didn't
I
even
made.
do that.
It's fine. I can add her manually to the turn order and add it.
Thank you.
So 14. Point got a 7. I got
7.
a 15. Perfect. And then Prime. Let me double check that you have permissions to your token. You do not. Now you do.
You want
So now you
to?
can
You
click
want
on
to
your
just like
token on the
ping where
map.
the goblin is?
Okay, I got
Yeah.
green, red.
Yeah, you guys said you
Blue.
tied him up to a tree, so we'll just say he's back here.
Oh, perfect.
And well, he's tied up to a tree. I'll roll for initiative for him as well because if he
It's
sees,
initiative of
if he
being
sees that
tied
he's
to
about
a
to
tree
get
and screaming.
I mean, he could try to break free of the rope and whatnot. At the moment, he's never tried, so he can try. So initiative. Here it is.
What's
Oh,
my?
decent?
Well, oh.
And so Prime, you click on your token on the map so that it's highlighted. You have the 4 little dot or the 3, 6, 8 dots, and then you go to your character sheet above your hit points, where it says hit point maximum, current hit points. You'll see a thing that says initiative. You click that.
So the first thing is make sure on the mini map, that little white square, click on your token. So that's
Yeah,
selected.
it brings up.
Then on your character
Yep.
sheet,
And
click
then on your
initiative.
character sheet, do you have your character sheet open?
It's loading. I have so many windows up.
Feel that.
All right. Well, Prime gets to act first.
All right. So then what I'll do is I'll sort this by descending order.
Oh, Prime, my
Uh,
man.
So Prime, what you see as this all unfolds, you see this dwarven man is conflicted. One half of the party, they want this man to survive, this goblin, this creature. On the other hand, the other half wants he's held his end of the bargain. So he feels that he should be, left alive at the very least. You see that the dwarven man grabs his warhammer and looks like he's about to just bash his skull in. So in this instance, you can try to persuade him to not do that. Or, if you're on board with that, you can do it first. You can... What would you like to do? Now, I will say this. Goblins in this world are evil by nature.
I'm literally biting my lip.
So,
Like, I am so anxious
with that
right
knowledge,
here.
you can do whatever you'd like. But as far as you're concerned in this group,
Goblins then.
All right.
this
Aspen
goblin...
says kill the goblin.
All right. So are you going to do it yourself, or are you just going to you can hold, you can wait.
I'm reading my character sheet because I'm actually supposed
Sure.
to be a good person or a good
What
Dragon
color
Knight,
dragon
man.
are you?
black.
Ugh.
He shoots
Gross.
acid. Okay.
My picture
Oh
says
my
I'm
God.
red.
I was just thinking, like, you could just liquefy the little fuck in front of us. Just turn him into a mush.
So with
and
being
he-
lawful, so
he
with being
just
lawful
leads
good,
into the river.
I will say this: with being lawful good, that's the alignment you picked. Now, alignment is loose, it really is. But being lawful good, I would say that because it's the first session, but I would say that you'd be probably more aligned with Ike. You would probably lawful good, meaning that you abide by the law, but also you abide by you typically abide by deals.
Agreements been
Like
made.
agreements and stuff. So the goblin agreed
yeah,
that
that makes
he
sense.
said, if you don't kill me, I'll take you to our home where we think your friend is, and that's the
Okay,
deal that
cool.
you guys made.
He held
So-
up his end of the bargain then.
Exactly.
So I say we tie his ass up down the road here, stuff his mouth full of something so he doesn't scream, or cut his tongue out.
So you stop my impending
He's attempting to.
Yes, I try to calm you down.
So you can either
Okay.
be okay with his words and agree with that, or you can make him roll a persuasion check to see if his words reach you. You could be in your blind anger that you don't listen to him. You can just decide yourself just to say okay. You don't have to worry about that. Sure. That is up to you. If you'd like to make him roll, you can do that. If not, then you can just say he doesn't. If his words are, good enough. That's to you, Point, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's to you, Pat.
Um.
You're gonna tell me to f off or you
So
gonna-
no. Part of my personality traits is that I am tolerant or intolerant of other faiths and respects or the condemns of worshiping of other gods. So I can't hold him as a worshiper of Grumsh as my absolute enemy. I am a pariah of Moradin. I cannot forsake my God for forsaking his. I must learn. That is part of my journey. I need to grow on this adventure. No, I shouldn't lay his head against that trunk of a tree. I need to become a better person learning from a goblin.
So you hold your mace up, but then hear the words of Prime and think about becoming better, trying to be better, and let down your mace. And you see the goblin was starting to sweat a little bit, but seems like the sigh of relief.
Is it on me
Well,
now?
over.
He's fought with us like a brother. He's gone through
so
hard times. We
Prime
need
took
to
his action,
work
right?
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's on me.
Yep.
I run over and cut him loose. Tell him to run.
I like it.
Grab it, Bob.
All right. He looks at you and doesn't know. He's kind of confused. And just starts running.
Which direction?
I mean, he would probably run home.
If he
You-
runs
you-
toward the cave, I pull
you-
my bow and
You didn't tell
Get
him where
ready
to
to leap
run. He
there.
just you just told him to
That's
run.
fine.
So
I did.
Right, yeah.
I'm letting it be
Run,
his
rabbit,
choice.
Run. Yeah, run, rabbit,
Which
run.
way are you running? I did
He-
my duty, and I did not kill him. But if he's going to run into the cave,
or
But now-
or
but that's a little
or
misleading,
do we
but
follow
sure.
his footsteps, or do we just follow his footsteps for the next like 30 yards?
no.
and
If
kill
he
him a lot
if he
closer?
runs towards the caves, or I tell him to
right,
leave.
yeah. Guards pull their sword. We don't need that shit. You're right, Ike. I
made the choice his. All right, so if
he
he's
runs
if he's
there.
doing that, I'm doing this with full intention of pulling my bow out and shooting him. If he runs towards the cave,
Go ahead and make an attack.
How come I couldn't cut his tongue out, but you get to shoot him if he's running towards the cave?
because I made the choice
Yo.
his.
Bro,
Okay,
I
fair.
tried to
All
cut
right.
off that little fuck's ears last session.
All right, so
22.
22 obviously hits, so we'll do minus 5 HP. So that
He
hits
doesn't
him.
even have a chance.
That hits him
dude.
right in the back, and he stumbles forward, but he's still alive. And he's going
Nah.
he's going to resume. Well, see, it's a little interesting. So so you'd have to hold your action. So that actually this works in initiative order. Okay, so you held your action to shoot. So this is still his turn. So he ran his 30 feet. He's going to dash. 25, 30
The
into
little
the
fuck.
into the cave entrance.
Does
there.
he lose health for having an arrow sticking out of him while he runs through a running body of water?
It's just
Okay,
it's
cool.
just a small creek.
Right, it's his knees. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so cave mouth here. All right, so with that, what I'm going to do here is because there are
We're about
things-
to fuck around for the
there are
next hour.
things happening here. So
I just wanted to get it moving. I'm like,
Yo, I like
shit or
it.
get off the pot.
Yo, yeah.
And I left it up to him. If he ran away, I would not have shot him. But if running towards the cave,
So from
Fuck
around the
you.
brush here, you see a few goblins come outside. They look like they might have been keeping guard in some brushes to the right there. They come out and they fire 2 arrows at the first 2 in sight. So we'll have one at Ike, one at Prime. So now, is there? Let's see. So I think I updated it so that everything should. So there's a setting in the things called apply default settings. So I changed it to the world. So that's how it works. So basically, I googled it while you guys were talking. Any changes that I make in the game won't apply unless I hit this button in game. So now it should when I hit this.
Oh, got rid of the
It's still fucking going to DM.
advantage.
Yeah, now it auto does the damage and it doesn't do auto, but the thing is still whispering. Do I have to like? No, don't print.
Wait. Oh shit.
I
It's
take
still
4
whispering
damage.
the attack. Oh, you see it?
What?
Yeah.
No,
oh, it's,
me.
Oh, it's not
but,
whispering. Okay, good. Yeah. So no, this one's at prime. So 21 to hit at prime, 4 damage.
Oh, damn.
And then the next one. So okay, on your character sheet where it says hit points.
Yeah. Take it down by
Yeah, you
4.
just take that down by 4. After they go, I'll make us see your token. You'll be able to click on your token and then minus the HP from that. All right, so the
The
second
way you
one's
have that set up looks really nice.
the second one's going to be where did the goblin go? I closed the goblin. Why did I do that? Or open it back up.
My token doesn't have the.
Yeah, I'll fix that in a second, and then I'll make sure to save it. All right, so this one is at.
God damn, man! I don't
this
think
one's
you've
at
missed on any of your attacks.
Goblins are badass. All right, they have a +4 to hit. They're pretty badass. All right, so it's 5 damage over to Ike.
Oh,
And then
I'll
and then
be honest,
Vanna's
Matt.
up.
You've made it very clear. This is not how we were supposed to do this.
Oh no! This is how they
like, yeah.
this is how they expect you to do it now. You guys are doing it correctly. I think they want you to do this at level 1, which blows my mind. Level 1, you guys would already be like below half health, like before you even get to the cave. So yeah. All right. So Vanna, your turn. I'm gonna change the music over to let's see here, Goblin Battle.
Jesus Christ, it's so good. Like, I'm wearing
So-
spatial audio noise canceling headphones. This is phenomenal.
No one is in dire need of
Can you
healing.
hear this?
Oh, gee,
Ew.
I was really
Gross.
expecting either a bong hit or a fart. Like, that is the least
You think he
offensive
owns a bong?
if he wanted
I
to.
like her reaction.
He could if he felt like it.
He is a father. He is a dad.
Dude, you don't know my dad. Like, the way we
I'll say
fucking
my
But I
dad
know him.
smokes a
Vanna,
ton.
this being an exciting battle, having a 14, the lead in our initiative, with our party at practically meh health at least,
Meh.
what would you do here?
I want to go ahead and cast Toll the Dead on one of the goblins that I can see. Yeah, that's definitely.
There is the
60
goblin that's
feet.
running into the cave, mind you. You can see just the edge of him. You could also move your token, or you can see him even more if you wanted to. I mean, he's not dead.
Hell no, I'm not getting in front again. I learned my lesson last time.
No,
No.
let that be. That's
It's a
my
60-foot
thing.
range is
I
what I'm
leveled
saying.
up. Like, that is particularly Gwent Stang.
What I'm saying is a 60-foot range. So if you don't want him to get away, because one more turn and he's gone. He's inside. He's completely out of
And
sight.
he has already taken damage.
Yes.
Rolling Toll the Dead is a bit difficult for some reason. It's not allowing me to use it just as a spell.
Yeah, I
I'm-
can change that.
I am confused. Call me inept at.
No, it's
using-
just no. Go back to spells. So we go to spells.
Well, you
So-
just cast it, but he has to roll the wisdom save.
Oh yeah, is it a?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a save. So no, you
It's
don't have.
it's a save.
It's not a spell. Okay. So
It's a
yeah, so
cantrip,
you don't have to
yeah.
roll anything.
No.
So what would your target like? What would you like your target to be? Do you want it to still be the one
I
of the goblins
feel like
outside, or the guy inside the cave?
I could try to hit him, and it definitely would kill him, but this would also totally send the wrong message. But at this point, I don't think it matters. I'm gonna try to. I'm pointing at him, and I'm giving him the Taco Bell bong.
All right. Then he has to make a
Taco
wisdom
Bell
saving
fog?
throw.
Is that?
The-
Did you just
Toll
say
the Dead
Taco
is
Bell
literally.
fog?
It is. You point at someone and they just hear a very loud bell. So the image in my mind for this cantrip is just a huge Taco Bell.
Okay, so you have just served up a 1d8 of hot, spicy chalupa action to somebody.
Oh no, it's 1d12 if they've
Well,
already
it's
taken
1d12
damage.
if they've already taken damage.
So he'll do his.
I
he'll
Oh,
do his
cantrip.
save.
Okay, so you're pulling out the black packets from Taco Bell.
Taco.
So he rolled a 10.
Oh,
I
God, what's
believe
this?
that's probably below your spell save, which is probably it's 14. So yeah, so go ahead and roll your 1d12.
Oh boy. Just I'm assuming generic 1d12. We're not doing any special funky bonuses here.
Yeah, you can just
Just
type
on the left, there's
1d12.
a 12.
I'm not familiar with the syntax.
No, you just type
Oh,
1d12.
Just on the
on the
left
left.
hand of the GUI,
Oh,
where you
slash
see
roll
turn
1d12.
order, just a little bit to the left, there's it.
Slash roll space 1d12, or you can click on
Oh,
the
he turned into mush.
That's me. You know what I also can do?
Going to presume that that was correct.
Because it's cool. So I can hit this, and I can go. I can put these in double.
Oh, that was a
brackets.
DM that rolled it?
Yeah. And then I can.
Well, she
oh,
rolled even
she rolled
bigger.
even higher. He had 2 hit
He's
points
extra
left.
mushy.
You
So
hear the
now-
ringing of the bell. The sonorous
told
sound
to death.
reduces his flesh to mush
Perfect.
as
There you
he
go.
sinks down into the ground.
So now your
You see
Toll the Dead
nothing.
actually does. It rolls for
Gob
each
of
instance of damage.
Oh,
It's fancy.
it's actually cool as shit. I love that.
I'll have it set up as well to.
That doesn't make any sense. It says it takes 8 necrotic damage if it's missing
Well,
any hit
it's
points.
rolling.
No,
Instead,
no,
it
no,
takes
no, no, no.
It's rolling.
It's rolling
D12.
as
So if she hit it again,
click
it would be completely different numbers. It's rolling in within the spell card. You can make it roll dice. And you
Okay.
can change those dice.
I don't understand. Cool. I don't
So
know
it
what
rolled a
just happened.
1d8 and it rolled a 1d12. It got an 8 on the 8 and a 12 on, or a 2 on the 12. So if it has not taken damage, it takes the 2. If it's taken damage, it takes the 8. Other way around, but yes. All right, so that one there, he gets liquefied. You see his head almost explode from this reverberation of this bell.
Hi, Rink.
So Rink is no more.
I feel bad about it.
Would you like to do any movement or
Yeah, there's not really a lot of cover, so moving isn't gonna do anything
Maybe
other
just
than
go
isolate
north,
me.
because I'm gonna rush right at these little pricks
I
with
am-
my
I
big
learned.
hammer.
I'd like to think I learned from the last time I done did that.
Yeah,
No.
you did. Yeah, you did.
No.
You're
I'm not doing
young,
that shit
not
again.
dumb. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I'm in IT. I'm going to school for IT. I think if there's anything I'm supposed to be, it's smart. At home.
I mean, I went to school, and the people in my class, I don't consider any of them smart.
Yeah,
None of them. I don't think any of them would have had a
those
job
things.
in my field,
But
unfortunately.
either way, your move.
Not to say that
your
you're not,
action
of course.
points, yeah.
I'd
Alright,
hope
so-
not. I'm wasting a lot of money if I am.
True. School is not cheap. All right. So if you'd like to stay there, then you're good. Then it's up to Quint.
So let's see. I've got my ruler out here. It looks like I can make my 25-foot move right up to those gobos, but I couldn't do much after. So-
do you get slowed down going across water though?
Not this. No. It's not even a foot high. It's just a lazy stream.
So I have recently gained the ability to bless my party members, right? So
well, why don't you?
I
You can move and attack. Why don't you do that? I mean, you can bless the party
I
too.
want
but
to bless the ranger right next to me, myself, and the cleric, and then run.
Okay.
So while I'm in range, I'd like to cast Bless on both Ike, Quent, and Vana. So, let me go over there. I think Actually, I don't know how to cast this from my menu.
You should just be able to click the name.
Did it do a thing? It didn't do a thing, did it?
So where it
Yeah,
says
yeah.
bless, you click bless, and it'll ask you what level, and then you click level 1.
I don't have it on my
Ain't getting
regular
bored.
sheet.
Oh,
Under
well,
No,
my
from spells. See? So on spells, you click bless, like the word bless. It highlights in red,
Yeah.
and then it'll when you click it, it'll be like, what level do you want to cast it at, right?
No.
I mean, it does for me.
When I click it, it does nothing.
You have like pop-ups disabled or something.
Nope.
Oh, but hold on. It says don't you have to be concentrating for it to for us to stay blessed?
Yeah, it's just that's active. You could be concentrating on one thing at a time,
Nope.
and every
So can he do that and fight?
yeah. The only thing you can't do is you can't cast 2 concentration things at once. I mean, you can,
Gotcha.
but it'll make the first one drop.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm clicking on like a motherfucker over here.
Yeah, I see that you're. Oh, you figured it out.
Nope.
I mean, you linked it.
Yeah, oh, it's because I clicked a different thing.
Can you guys see my arrow?
Yep.
Fun? Like,
Can I
Well, you-
shoot these guys?
Well, you cast it. So what are you trying to do? Like it's in
I'm
the chat.
trying to bless
Yeah.
myself, Ike, and Vanna.
Yeah. So you did it.
Oh,
Yeah, we're blessed.
it's on a different menu. Son of a bitch.
It's a pop out. I told you.
Right, but it's a pop out on a different menu. It's not a pop out on the fucking menu I'm looking at.
Well, if you pop out the character sheet, then yeah, I don't know where the hell it puts it.
Oh,
all right.
Now I've clicked it like 50 times. So sorry for spamming the chat.
All right. So what I'm gonna do for bless is I'm gonna give you guys a yellow
That's-
dot. So you're casting it on the 3 of you.
Oh yeah.
So that equals blessed, and then for you concentrating, I'll put this.
I'm concentrating so hard.
I don't know what does a concentration look
Why are
like.
you looping? Dude, don't even worry about it. I'm not doing another. What I am gonna do though is move my little motherfucker 25 feet.
That's concentration.
Let me
now.
remeasure.
Oh, wasn't there a thing? Hold on a second. Is it hold? Oh, there's a cool new feed. Roll20 has a. I'm learning things as I'm like replaying it. Roll20 has a thing where you
10,
can
50,
hold your character and hold a button, and you can,
25.
as you drag it, it'll like have the ruler on your character.
Yeah, for some reason I don't see the ruler anymore, but after I cast Bless with a successful cast, I will move my 25 foot right in front of these dirty, nasty little goblins who deserve nothing but my hammer.
Look at that. Oh, you can't see it. Okay,
I
so
do see this dynamic lighting. This is absolutely incredible.
so
I
when you
love
when you
that
click
feature.
on when you click on your character, hold Q and move your character.
Oh, snap.
There you go.
Yeah, it just like did a thing.
It'll show you
Oh,
like
boy,
it'll
I
show
love it.
you. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, well. 20.
Hit us.
Oh.
I don't know about that.
Whoa.
I don't know what you
Whoa.
just did.
Okay.
That's pretty
I can
cool.
Just like make. I can
Whoa.
just make circle. Okay.
What's
Hold
going
sorry,
on?
buddy Here.
Oh wow.
Oh no. 25 feet. Hey, so I moved to there.
All right. Then you got Prime up next, back to the top of the order.
Okay. What do I do?
If you'd like to attack them, they're within 25 feet of you. So probably Eldritch Blast is your best. Like I said,
is Pat in my way?
Nope.
Or can I be like, duck?
I mean, you can move.
Shoot him.
So on your turn, you have 3 different things you can do. You have your movement, which you can always do, unless you're like bound up or knocked down or whatever. But you typically have your movement, which you are 30 feet of movement. You have the action and a bonus action.
Okay, cool. So
you can
if
move.
I want to move.
You can hold down Q as you click your token, and you can drag it around and see where you want to move, and it gives you the distance as you move it. Whoa.
Whoa. Why is it doing that?
I don't know. Never seen that before. This is impressive.
I want to go there. It's not doing
Are you
that.
clicking on your token when you're doing this?
Yeah.
Want to move there? Just do that.
Thank you. Okay. Oh wait, am I too close for the thing now? Shit.
No, you just as long as you're not adjacent. So you're just outside the range. You're good there.
Okay.
You can
cool.
do
So I'm gonna
upfront
try to-
blasting.
Cool. I'm gonna upfront blast that guy.
Yeah, so then you
I
go over to
roll
your
then,
spells.
right?
Yeah, you go over to your spell page on your character sheet,
Yep.
and then there should be something called Eldritch Blast under cantrips.
Bam. 24.
24 to hit 9 damage. You blast that guy to smithereens. Let's say this
Well,
front guy.
That's weird. I mean, I don't understand. He rolled to hit with the spell?
Yeah,
Who are
Eldritch
you
Blast is like
praying
it's just you hold out your hand and no force damage comes out of it. This is definitely he has +6 to hit. Rolled an 18. Rolled
In response, you hear a yell at the top of his lungs from Brent. By Moradin!
All right, so that's your action, bonus action, or action movement.
Jesus
Can we not have the sounds? I don't like the sounds. It sounds
Okay,
very
sorry.
cheesy.
That worked for me. Like that.
Nah,
that
it's
hit.
just- I mean, if you guys, I mean, I got sounds. Like, I mean, Sirenscape has a thing where you can do that as well. But I don't know. It sounds cheesy.
I got it.
It is cheesy.
Dude, it's the right amount
I don't like
of
cheesy. You want cheese? Never mind. I was gonna say something mean. Not about. It's some other channel that does cheesy things. All right, so Ike, your go.
So I'm
Medium.
confused. Do I have line of sight?
I mean, you have line of sight, yes. So in this instance, if you were to try to fire where you're at, they would have partial cover, +2 AC, because you have 2 people in the way.
Can I move again
but
before?
but you can-
But I did give him a blessing by my god Moradin.
Sure.
So
also can-
he's
you also
got
can
a good
move.
buff on his attack.
Yeah, if you have sharpshooter, then you don't have to worry about anything. It
Your
says,
ranged weapon
you
ignores
ignore.
half and 3/4 cover.
Yeah, so you're able to what's it called? Lace the arrow. What's it called? Where you like shoot between things. There's like a word for that.
But I can also take a -5 penalty to the attack roll since I have a +4 from the blessing.
You have a D4 plus D4. Like
What?
You roll a D4 with your attack is how it works. So you could roll a 1 on the D4 from the bless, or you can roll a 4. It's a roll. So it's up to you if you want to. Certainly risk it if you'd like. It's a guaranteed kill if you hit them. Just the +10 alone is more than their HP.
And they get to go next, though, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
I'm going to risk the biscuit. I'll declare the -5 penalty.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So then do your attack
miss,
and then
I miss.
-5, and then you'll plus the 4. So right now you're at a 9. So then you add a D4 roll to that. Ooh, so 13. And their armor class is a 15, unfortunately. So that is a miss.
Okay.
He dodges out of the way as you blast by. If you'd like to move, you can move. If not, then it's up to them. All right. So there go. They're going to, seeing their one buddy just get vaporized by this this caster in front of them. They're gonna send a short bow shot at him. A 12 to hit. Prime. What's your armor class? Should be close to your hit points.
13.
Just misses. You dodge out of the way. Maybe grazes your chin. And he's going to make a beeline 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 into the cave, yelling something out in Goblin. If you know Goblin,
Bro, I speak Goblin.
So you hear him yelling intruders.
Well, this isn't great.
Vanna, your go.
Prime, you
I
said
don't
red dragon?
think that's 60 feet.
Black dragon.
Huh.
Black dragon.
I don't know if you would consider that line of sight or if that's just totally blocked off by cavern.
No, it's
You can
blocked
move
off.
before taking your action.
But yeah, you can move to the right if you want to go. The river is a very it's like a creek. You could walk into it. It's not a problem. So you can move over to the right, and you'd have full line of sight there.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Height shouldn't be much of an issue, and then I'll just do Toll the Dead again. Because cantrips are fun. I like cantrips. They're nice.
So do you
All
click
right.
on it, or does he? I don't understand. Is that a thing you roll to hit? I'm totally confused with these cantrips.
Well, it's
Some cantrips are to hit. Some cantrips are saving throw. This one's a saving throw.
This one's a save, so the
So he
goblin would
hasn't
need to
taken
Take
damage.
two
So
damage.
he hasn't taken damage. So if he fails, he'll take 2.
care.
Ooh, okay. I see what's happening here.
So he'll
Yeah.
do-
So does her blessing do anything to that, by the way?
Ooh.
Two.
She gets it on her
Oh.
hit. So she
Oh,
can roll a d4 here, but it's not gonna like.
It's not an attack. Yeah.
No, it's not an
It only
attack.
works on attacks, saving throws, and skill checks. It might not even work on skill checks. I think it's just attacks and saving throws.
You rolled it at 2. Doesn't that kill it?
So he
No.
failed the saving throw, so he's going to take 2 damage.
Takes 2 down.
Oh, okay.
He's taking 2 damage.
If the target
Alright.
is missing any of its hit.
Yeah, that one hadn't been touched just
Oh.
yet. So it takes 2 if it's taken damage because it's rolling a 1d8, or if it hasn't taken damage. But if it has taken damage, it's weaker,
Yeah.
so it takes more damage.
Matt.
Yeah.
If I do that Q and move things, there's the dynamic lighting, so I can see stuff I'm not supposed to.
Oh, I can change that. I can fix that.
Yeah.
There's a thing called update on token drop.
Yeah. We
Update on
talked about
token
that
drop.
off screen.
All right, there you go.
Um,
Now it shouldn't do
Okay.
that.
I'll just double check real quick. Yeah, that fixed whatever was happening.
I don't know why that's an option. They should
Well,
automatically be on by default, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right, so what? We got Vanna's done. Plent, here we go.
Right, and that's the thing. Just like Magic, I was planning out my next turn ahead of time. Well, that's... I don't have a lot of juice here, so all I can do is move forward. Yeah, 25. As I reach the extent of my move range, I've recently found an alcove off to my right. It seems as though as I glance in, I see some creatures. What are those, Matt?
So you see wolves that are bound to this rock. They have collars around their necks, chains that are tied to the rock there or affixed to the rock in some way. And they seem to be in a sort of protective, growling state as you run in. Almost scared. They almost seem scared. Frightened of,
I
of
can
what's happening.
see down the creek from me another goblin. I'd like to ready an action with my offhand, my hand axe, my trusty flying hand axe from 20 feet away. I'd like to ready a throw action at the goblin's movement towards or away from me.
Okay.
Can't you just throw the axe at him and try to kill him?
Yeah. Is there? I mean, he's running and shooting as he's running and yelling intruder. What is the purpose of holding the action? I guess you can just throw it right now if you want it.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I'll just let that thing fly then. Yeah, I'm a.
Hey, did your movement now your action can just be throw the axe, throw the hand axe.
Yeah, I'll throw my hand axe. Let me pop up my side. Or hand axe. Boom.
So a 19 to hit with 7 slashing damage as you sink it straight back into the back of his head, and he flops face first into the ground.
As I round the end of my turn, I say, intruder in Dwarven.
All right.
I roar because I can see it.
You've got Prime next.
I will move.
What are we in combat with?
At the moment, you see nothing in view.
Isn't the dude we're after in the cave though?
You were told
yeah,
by
but
Ring
we would
that.
maintain initiative unless we're in combat with something.
Well,
No, so there's 3 captive wolves chained up in an alcove off to my right. You have to go up a couple of stairs, but it seems as though, from what I can see, we haven't communicated yet, but I see some wolves. Yeah,
they're not on the initiative order yet. They're bound to the rock.
and you're notably far away from me as well.
So yeah, at the moment you see nothing in combat, but we're still in initiative order, which means there is something engaged.
Oh, I can still move.
Yeah, it's your
I wanna
turn.
Try to figure out what the hell we're
Yeah,
engaged
on
with.
your turn. So I am like the big beefy bitch of this. I am specifically made to be frontline action. So if
The
you
thing
want
is,
to
you're going to block line of sight for everybody except for me.
I mean, you can run past me, but then if you want to deal with it, do it Prime.
Because he's
Like
short,
there's chained up
um,
wolves to the right.
normally he wouldn't impose disadvantage on you, Ike, but, well, you have the sharpshooter anyways, but because you guys are fighting things of the same height as him, then it becomes a problem. But if you were fighting like a normal humanoid, you wouldn't have disadvantage, or you wouldn't have any. They wouldn't have any cover at all.
That's a great point.
But it's because you guys are the same
Oh,
height. It's the
Magic
only
Dad,
reason
you
I'm
know
giving
what's up,
partial.
bro?
So Prime, what would you like to do? So in this instance, when you're in combat and you don't see a fighter, you can do a couple things. You can ready actions, which means like if I see something that's going to attack me, I attack it back. That can be as simple as that. It could be you could run forward and you can do something called a perception check. That does take your action, but it can give good insight on what you guys are looking for trying to fight. Something could be hiding. Maybe something isn't in visible range yet. He did yell in there, so you have to imagine that if there are more enemies inside the cavern, that they are aware of your presence.
Right. So I want to move. I have 30 feet, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I just want to say, if things are coming at us, that choke point doesn't look terrible.
No, I know. Like if I come up to where, if I walk up 30 feet and do the see into the future, whatever the hell I could do.
Not future, but you just
well,
look.
there is
It's just
a
you're
cave
looking
to the
around.
right.
You know,
So
whatever.
so the cave to my right, all we know is that there's 3 chained up
Divination would
wolves.
be looking into the future.
Yeah, but if they're not like,
We don't know what else is in there.
that's what I'm saying. If I could go just a little bit ahead of you, I could scope out what's ahead. Because I see a bridge and like another little tunnel that goes off to
Dude.
the left.
Yeah, so you
As
see a
very
pathway that on the
soft,
right.
squishy, yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah. They'll learn.
It's not letting me move again.
Yeah, because you have the arrow selected. You have to click on the actual arrow top left. Right now you have the ruler selected. You got to click on the arrow for select and move.
Oh.
You're close. You're doing it. Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah,
okay.
He's figuring it out.
Okay, so
As he
I see
runs up on
nothing.
the recently
It-
dead
it's still
goblin
moving.
corpse,
I don't know why it takes so
you
long
can-
to move.
You can hear his nuts just dragging across its corpse. Just big old nasty. Just terrible dragon.
There you go.
Just
So now it updated. So now you can
on.
see further on into the cavern. So now what you do is you roll perception check if you're trying to look around to see anything stealthed.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you can prepare yourself to cast a spell in response to something coming at you.
Yep, you can do that as well.
Also true. Let's see what I can do here. Oh. What is that? Oh, that's my spells. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the front page under skills called perception. You can just click it and it'll roll perception for you.
That was weird. It like weird.
I mean, you
Weird.
can just take defend. We're like, you ready a defense?
Why is it being so slow on my end? Stop it.
I have no problems with Roll20. Depends on, I mean, if you've got a potato computer, maybe. I've heard people having issues with potato computers.
No.
So you shouldn't have an issue. Hardware acceleration, I think, sometimes fucks with it. I think if you turn that off, it'll also...
Oh, okay.
That's something that is caused problems with lots of websites recently. Hardware acceleration.
Passive wisdom.
Yeah, you just click on perception. It should be above the passive wisdom.
Oh man, these goblins. Like, I love the battle music.
You see the big section called skills? It's got acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, athletics.
Yeah, there it is.
So all the way down to the bottom, it's in the alphabetical order persuasion. Or perception, I mean.
11.
So an 11 on perception. So you don't see anything. You see the wolves to your right. But you do not see anything, any goblins or anything ready to attack or anything like that.
Alright.
All right, so that's your turn there. Ike, your go.
Whoa. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do.
Yum.
I don't remember where I was.
Bob's an airplane.
Yeah, you were right there.
I don't think I was this far back.
Yeah, that's where you were.
No, because you had the gobbo here.
I am 1,000% sure that's where you were. Because I just looked at where you were, where you traced your mark, and it went right back to where it was. Because you had Puent beneath you, and you had the goblin bottom left.
Oh my god, stop it.
That looks right.
It's the same spot and it says 30 that way.
Why do you keep moving yourself back? That's 30 feet.
What the
there.
I didn't put myself there at all. Did you just move me?
I moved you back just now. I haven't touched you since.
So right there, is that where I'm starting?
Oh, I moved you back. You were here.
Okay. So, we have to do it by the queue because this thing is confusing the piss out of me.
What is there? Just move. It calculates. Just that's 30. So this is 25 feet, and that would be 30 if you want to move there. The queue works based on if you hold down. I don't know. What. You don't have to use the queue, but just count the squares.
See, it says 35 if I use the queue.
Whoa!
And you said it was 30.
Because
So
it
5,
calculates
10, 15, 20, 25.
10, 15, 20,
30.
25, 30. You can't just go straight to it because it'll do a bunch of diagonals. Diagonals cost extra movement. What you want to do is you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And
You
then
can't
I'll
just go
dash
straight to it.
another 30. Put it right here.
All right.
Okay.
Then we got in the initiative order here. I love how it doesn't have the name of what it is there, but I see it. Anyways, so you have the goblin turn order here.
Wah!
Rah, rah.
Poor Vanna. Out there all on her own.
It's okay. I like the quiet.
It's
I
peaceful out
can
here. Birds are
cast the
chirping.
darkest of magics from the shadows.
But she is an elf, isn't she?
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
That just means they've lived long enough to see more death than the rest of us.
They do
True.
have a kinship with trees.
All right, so this goblin
You
here.
have not seen what I have seen.
You have not lost what I have lost.
There's a tempest in me.
So this goblin up here on top of this bridge peeks out from around the corner and fires a shot at the first one in line there, which looks like Prime. Fire a
Oh,
gobble
suck it,
arrow.
Prime!
He has advantage
Yeah,
because he was.
like, maybe
he has
not the
advantage
best
'cause he was
idea.
hitting.
Okay,
Start me
that's-
out.
Yeah.
So 21 to hit for 6 damage.
Well, I thought it was 7 for 6 and 21 for 3.
No, so because it doesn't roll with advantage every time, then you have to roll twice to get the second number, but the damage stays the same.
Oh.
You just ignore the second damage roll. That's the kind of the problem. I like rolling with advantage all the time because you just ignore the right number if you don't have advantage or disadvantage, but if you do, then you just look at the left. But some people don't like it, so we turned it off.
I
I
don't
could
see
turn it
this
back
as a
on.
left. When you're doing this for the goblins, all I see is a stat. I don't see it
It's,
as a.
it's rolling with advantage?
Yeah, because it was hidden.
Yeah, this doesn't look the same way. So it looks like attack 7, damage 6, and then attack 21, damage 3.
That is
so
correct.
It looks like So it looks
It-
like
it-
it's only doing 3 damage then.
No, it's
It
rolling
is.
twice and it's dealing 6 damage. You ignore the second attack roll. It's not rolling. It's not attacking twice. It's rolling 2 attack numbers, and you're taking it's the first attack. See, this is why I like having the advantage one. So you take the first attack, that's its attack for
Wait,
damage. The second
So
attack is
they're
just for the
rolling
advantage
with
hit.
advantage then?
Yes, because he was hidden.
Oh, okay.
He was stealthed on top of the bridge over there. 11
Oh,
wasn't
cool.
high enough. He had a 17 stealth.
Can I
Okay.
block?
So Prime, with your face.
Sweet.
So what you do is you click on your token. Now you have this thing. It's fancy now. You can click on your token. You'll see 3 orbs that pop up.
Mhm.
On the HP one, you can click on it and then hit -6 and hit enter.
That's the red one.
Isn't that what I said?
You said
I'll
the
be
HP one.
completely honest, Matt. I don't like doing it that way. What I do, Prime, is I just go to my character page,
Oh,
He
wow.
killed himself.
and where it says current hit points, I just bring it down 2.
I didn't have my character sheet up at the moment, so.
Yeah, but you
yeah,
can't
I
do
got
like
it.
you can't if you take like 17. You can't. Do you want to click down arrow 17 times, or do the math yourself? You can just do -17 enter, and it just does it for you.
24 minus 17 isn't difficult math.
Dude, it is for. I play with a lot of people in various. They're not dumb, but math sometimes they just don't want to do it. They're just like, they start counting on their fingers and toes, and I'm just like, it's a lot easier. Just -7,
one of the
boom.
psychologists I met really young told me is average intelligence means that if you're smart, most people are dumber than you.
So,
Anywho,
that is it for that one. So he's gonna duck back around the corner here on top, and then that one is done. Vanna.
Oh, okay. I don't want to do a whole bunch. A lot of my stuff's going to remain on line of sight.
Yeah.
But I will stay somewhat closer to the party for healing needs. So I'm probably just going to move up here.
Well, the warlock's almost dead.
Yeah, Prime's at 6 out of 16, so he's pretty low. So you
have
moved
any
20 up
ranged
there.
healing?
Well, she moved
Because
20,
I
so
can
she's got
lay
another
on
10.
hands if I'm close. You know.
So yeah, she has, I think, both Cure Wounds and Word of
Healing word.
Healing Word.
I have healing word and cure wounds.
But you only moved 20 to get there, so you'd have another 10 if you wanted to move in to get into melee with Prime. Or if you wanted to use Healing Word to stay back, you could do that as well.
I'll probably use healing word because 2 dead bodies is not great. And I'm not about to make the same mistake twice.
I mean, you have like 11 more HP than him. You almost double his HP. He definitely should not be frontline. Warlocks are definitely mid to backline characters.
But Dragonborn.
But he'll learn. He'll either die or he'll learn.
Right?
I always play
Or-
games like this. Me tank.
Yo, I
For
could
now,
bring you
I'll
back from the
just
brink
cast
of
Healing
death a
Word.
number of times. So like we can drag this encounter on until next week. Don't you worry.
Bob looks extremely good.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, go ahead. You can heal him.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Damn.
Ooh, max
I
healing
worked till-
8.
and I worked till 10
Damn.
o'clock last night, and then I got called. at 4
Very
in the
good.
morning.
So you can
I don't
add
even-
8 back to your character prime from
Look,
the
Mom, no hands.
Vana, the healing cleric, as she sends a blast of radiant energy into you.
Yay, thank you.
Shut up, Google.
I
What did I say that sounded like that?
don't know.
It's like, hi, what can I do and help you today? I'm like, no, shut up. All right, so then
Heal
you're
the
done
warlock,
there. I
yeah.
think
Did
it
that
went.
once.
So as you guys are there to the right, I'll describe what you see in the right-hand room while we're in mid combat.
Fucker that shot me.
So just he's up on this this cave or this ladder that's above the cave
is-
here.
That's a
And he's-
ladder or is that
he's
a
hi-
bridge?
It's a bridge, sorry, and he's hiding somewhere in the cavern to the right of that.
Okay.
So he's elevated above you. You see that this river flanks this path that walks up around. It's steeped upwards, so you can go up and around this path. And you imagine that if you go up and around, it'll eventually get to where he's at. But yeah, that bridge is higher up than the. It's high. It's like what, 10 feet up. But to your right, you see a few uneven stone steps that lead up to a small, dank chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with stench of animals. You hear savage snarls and the sounds of rattling chains greet your ears, where 3 wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of the stalagmite.
So they are not a threat.
They can't get to you at the moment, but they also seem to be more on guard than... They're not, like, trying to actively attack you. They're not on the initiative at the moment. They are just snarling and kind of giving, like, that warning, like, don't come in here, we'll fuck you up.
I don't want to go in there.
Vote to leave them the fuck alone?
Yeah, I don't want to mess with them.
Carry on.
Am I able to tell if the end of the chamber to our east side, will that link up to the bridge ahead of us, or do I have to take the cavern to the northwest? Using my stone cunning background, I'm very akin to the caves we're entering. Would I
mean,
be
you can-
familiar?
You can
With-
see that it goes up, but it's very, it narrows to almost like a foot. Like, you wouldn't be able to squeeze through it. It's like a...
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really designed to be walked through. You can see how narrow it is. It's quite narrow. Each one of the tiles is 5 feet, so that's like less than a foot.
So
Maybe if you took off your
for
gear
my,
and like slithered it,
I'll
got
take
some butter up.
20-foot forward action,
Sure.
putting my character. Almost. I'm almost doing it.
Doing it.
20 foot. Get right to the head of the party. As I run by my fellow Prime, I yell to him, "Stay behind! I'm stronger than you are!"
Puny Earthling.
Right?
I
so,
cough smoke out of my thing at him.
So that's 20 of my 25 feet. There's an impact for going diagonally. So I'm not really able to get to the end of my foot range here. I would like to dash for my action, my bonus action here. I'm just going to get to the end point of this intersection. Just another, what's that? Diagonally 5 and then one more.
Well,
So
something
I'll
to
just-
note about this to this left area. This is like steep elevations going upwards. This isn't just like a path you can just walk up, but you'd have to climb in. So
Okay.
you'll see that the main
that's,
passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply upwards, the stream plunging and the splashing down its west side. In the shadows, a side passage leads west across the other side of the stream. In the shadows, to the ceiling of the north, you can make out a dim shape of a rickety bridge of a wood. Yeah, you see that? Yep. Any character. Where's the passage? Okay, the passage is choked with rubble and has steep escarpments. So it's considered difficult terrain. So what that means is it'll cost double movement.
Okay, so perfect. That was the right amount of move then.
So you are on. Okay, here. I imagine you weigh more than 100 pounds. With you and
150.
your gear. Okay. So the ledge between the two escarpment is fragile. Any excess weight of 100 pounds loosens the mass and sends it tumbling downwards east. Any creature on the ledge, when it falls, must make a dexterity of 10 to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 10. As it collapses under your weight and sends you down.
Dex?
Yep, dexterity saving throw. A 16, not bad. So you will be knocked down to the. Oops, that's a. Boop. So you'll be knocked down to the edge here, and you will take half of this. So you'll take 3 hit points of damage from the fall.
Yo, I'm still at 21 health. So it's not like I'm that fucking... There's a reason I'm in the front, people. So at that, I end my round and pass it over to Prime.
All right.
Okay, so I guess I'll move. Can I boost Pat up there?
At this point, it's just it's a full-on like slide. At this point, it'd be quite
Okay,
difficult.
so we
to
should
climb
go the
over.
other way.
Yeah, there's the path that leads to the right here. This path, it climbs up along at an angle, and has it's like makeshift stairs basically.
Remember what
up
happened
there.
last time you jumped out in front?
Yeah, I know. Is it okay if I
But
go
you might
here?
want to prep an action
Sure.
to like.
Yeah, if you want to
shoot
hide
anything
if you want to go
pop-
underneath the bridge, you can do that.
But that's going to put you out in front again.
I want to hang out right here.
You can just hide under the bridge, and then when I get there, maybe I can like jump off your shoulders or something. Because you're a dragonborn, you're normal size, so you're like 5 to 6 feet tall. I'm 3 to 4 feet tall, so maybe he can like throw me up on my turn or something, you know?
A rickety bridge spans the passage connecting 2 tunnels that are 20 feet above the stream, so that'd be quite a jump.
Oh, 20 feet. We're not fucking making that. I'd
How
say
do I
take
prep
your
an
movement.
action? I already took a movement. I moved up here next to you.
So if you want to prep an action, what would you like to prep? You can prep. So basically, if you can do something called preparing an action. You can prep a spell to activate when a series of events happens. You can say like, if I see an enemy trying to attack me, I attack it back with Eldritch Blast. That could be like your held action. You can hold a
Let's do
dash
that.
action if you wanted to do that. If somebody tries to attack me, I dash somewhere else. But yeah,
I
if you
feel
want
like
to,
at this point we're gonna get ambushed in here again, and I should stick next to other people. So I'm gonna.
so you're holding an action. If
Elder.
something tries to attack
Yeah.
you, or I'm assuming or your teammates, then you attack them back with Eldritch
Yes.
Blast.
Yes.
All right. So then
Thank
we
you.
got Ike next.
How
I'll learn.
close do I have to be to the wolves to try to make friends with the front one there?
Right there is fine.
Right where I am? I can take
I
an
mean,
action.
it
to
depends
try
on what
to-
you're. I mean, they can see you. I mean, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to befriend the wolf.
Right. Yeah, but like what with what? Animal handling is the skill
Animal
that you would
handling?
use, but depending on how you do it, can give you advantage on the roll. It can make the DC lower. So what are you trying to persuade them with?
Of some
Are you
rations.
throwing rations?
If you got like some
Yeah.
jerky from your rations, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So
Try to
go ahead
befriend
and
the-
make
the
an
front one.
animal handling check. Ooh, 22.
22.
Very good.
Ooh, I
So
like
yeah,
it.
with a 22, you see that their defensive snarling goes to more cautious, and they do grab the jerky from your hand.
Well, it's just the one. It's
Well,
not
he's
the
10
pack.
foot away. Come on. He threw it on the ground, right? Yeah.
I mean, they can
I
get
could
to
reach.
they can get to the lip of the cave. They can move. They can get to right about here where that's like the edge of their chain.
Ooh.
So you see this one. He does come forward and he takes the jerky from you and then goes back in a. I would say almost scared, like they've been like a beaten animal, like they've been beat up before. So like untrusting, but he sees jerky and definitely they quiet down.
So it doesn't seem like. Am I sensing that I could befriend this wolf or no?
Over some time, sure.
I just calmed him.
Right now
But it's
at the
not gonna
moment, yeah, it won't happen like right now. It'll happen outside of combat. It takes some time to gain trust and stuff like that. But it seems as if right now, it does. Like if you were to move in there, it probably wouldn't bite you.
That's not my intent, but I'll come back to it later, and I'll just take my my move action and move up here.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And then we've got onto the goblin's turn. So this one will pop its little head out, and that's when Prime, you have your held action. So go ahead and make your Eldritch Blast attack.
Sweet.
Bro, you've already laid one out. I love fucking I've heard Eldritch Blast is one of the most broken spells in D&D.
It's because it's one of the only cantrips that it allows you to add any modifiers to the damage. So it just makes the average damage go up a lot. Since it's already a 1d10 and you add your charisma modifier to it, like no other cantrip adds anything to it. So like his average damage is going to be very high for a cantrip. And he rolls really well. So 21 to hit and 9 force damage. So you hit this thing with such force, it goes flying off the bridge, tumbles off, and not like flying, but tumbles off from just the amount of force. He falls to the ground and just splats.
Yeah.
And we start to see a red run down the little creek we're standing on.
Speaking of running,
Chunks.
you do hear some commotion from this direction here, up into the cavern, and you hear the sound
I
of.
can't see what you say. Did you ping something? Okay, I have my. I'm working with a single monitor, so when
Sure.
you're pinging the map, you let me know.
Double monitor.
You hear. I've got 3. You've got.
Yeah, Bob, get more monitors. Jeez.
Yeah, come on, dude.
I'm on one,
Get on our
but I'm
level.
working with
Dude,
it.
I need to get a better
Oh,
rig.
sorry.
I'm working off like an old Frankenstein
You
rig.
got a potato?
You hear
It is a
the
potato.
You hear the sound of rushing water as water comes through the cavern in a large, like tsunami-like state, fills
Oh,
the
no.
cavern, and you guys will have to make some saving throws here. So, the passage suddenly fills with water with a mighty roar as a huge surge of rushing water pours down from above. So the flood threatens all creatures in the tunnel. So at the moment, Quent is fairly safe. So you've only got these. So we've got Prime, Ike, and Ivana. So creatures on the bridge are out of danger. Okay, yep. Any creature within 10 feet of the disused passage can attempt a DC saving throw or be swept away. Okay, so you're not completely safe. So first, Pwent, make a Dexterity saving throw, DC 10.
Oh, baby.
As long as you beat a 10, you're safe. Natural 20. What a god.
Fucking 21.
With a natural 20, I'm going to allow Prime. I want you to make also a Dexterity saving
Can
throw.
he, like, grab onto me or something?
Yeah, as
'Cause
Pwent is
I'm
going to...
so fucking
Yeah,
safe.
as Pwent is going to grab onto this rock that's jutting out of the wall, and he's going to grab onto Prime. Prime, do a
Give me your
Dexterity
hand,
saving
you
throw
scaly
to see if you can grab his hand and get pulled out of danger.
Okay, it's a dexterity.
Yes. So it's DC 10. It's not hard. It's average, but
So just
9. Ugh.
you click on the word dexterity. Yeah.
Unfortunate. All right, so you get swept away, and then we need. Let's see here.
As the water slides between our fingertips, he slid down the passageway just outside of my reach. He slides into Ike, who has the next roll.
No, if you're in the cavern, there is no safe throw at that point. Oh no, no, it's a strength saving throw. Okay, so you can hold on to. You can attempt a strength saving throw to hold on to somewhere, or to avoid being swept away. So do a. So we got Ike, Prime, and Ivana. I need you to do a strength saving throw. This is DC 15. DC is difficulty check, by the way.
Can I do an acrobatic move to try to jump out of the way into the cave with the wolves that I just made friends with?
You're a bit far away from that. If you get a natural 20, I'll say that happens on the saving throw.
Don't kill me, don't
like
kill me,
that.
don't.
All right, roll.
Oh,
God damn it!
somebody's
standing at the
using
fucking
heels on
mouth,
themselves. Yeah. I told you, let the dwarf be in the front. No, I am.
I'm standing at the back.
Yeah, you're way at the
I
back.
being
can't do
smart.
anything acrobatic to where like Pwent is.
No, acrobatics dexterity saving throws are designed for when you're outside the cave entrance. This is purely just to see if you have the strength to hold on to, because it's filling the cavern. There's no way to like jump out of the way. This is just purely strength.
Okay.
In this instance.
Strength rolls.
So 10th, so that's a fail, and then Prime do a strength saving throw. 17. Okay, so inspired by the strength of your fellow Pwent, you hold on to the edge there and prevent yourself from being washed away. But Ike and Vanna, you guys get swept down the river into this area here. And you also take, knocked prone, you take 2 bludgeoning damage from getting knocked around down the way.
Cool.
All right. Back up to Vanna.
Your little avatar is so mad looking.
I'm playing safe and I still get fucked. Love this game.
Love it.
Cool. Hey, Dad, you said you made friends with them, right? You think if I pop in the cave, they're not gonna be mad at me as long as I have
They're
something
mad.
to give 'em?
They're friendly with
Whoa,
me, not
dude.
with
I was gonna
everybody
say
else.
they're
As
his
long as I have
friends.
something to give them.
Well,
Yeah, you can,
okay,
if you
fine.
want
They
to
don't
run
know
to the
you.
cave and give them
Yeah.
some rations, that'll definitely help.
Right. I'm seeing if I even have any on me. I
But
do.
most character most
Yeah.
adventuring kits come with what they call iron rations. Has like jerky and dried meats and what is jerky? Jerky and what else is oats probably, and
Why did I even bother rolling animal handling?
because it lowers the DC. It says that if you try to make an animal handling check without food, it's a DC 15. With food, it's 10. They're hungry.
Oh shit! But I have disadvantage on all.
Later on,
fucking
yeah, I mean, we
facts.
can take him
Damn
as
it.
good. So, like, that's, fine later.
Fuck it. Why not?
Oh, that's right. You are exhausted.
Yeah.
goblin is that in the turn order? Is that the one I smoked, or is that the ones above us to the left?
Oh, so Ike's with disadvantage, you still got it. So yeah, you're good.
Unknown Prime.
You know what? I have nothing better to do because I'm not about to dash and try to go places that are not worse. I'm gonna try to move up and make
I
friends.
also don't see her health.
It's a secret.
You what now?
It's a secret.
The only character I don't see a health bar for.
Is mine?
Yeah, I can see yours.
Oh.
14 out of 16.
Okay.
It's the little red bar above your icon.
Weird.
Oh, if I zoom in, I can
So-
see that.
I wonder
If I expend a ration, am I allowed to make the animal handling check and see if I can't make friends to camp out in the cave for a little bit?
Yeah,
Because fuck
you'll
that.
have disadvantage, but you can give it a go. It's a DC 10, so with food, it's not terribly hard.
Okay.
Who's the paleo gamer?
That's me.
That's Sinborn.
Yeah, so that's the stream account basically. I made a second account for.
Damn.
Damn, that's pretty. You really want these wolves to be your friends. That's good. Yeah, so you can pop into the cave as one of the wolves comes and brings this one here. He'll come over and grab the meat from you and then run back, and they seem not peaceful, but they seem like they will
Less agitated.
yeah, they seem much less agitated. They seem more friendly.
So it's like my
Ranger
sister-
Rick help!
All right, so then if you're done, then it's up to
Yeah.
Quint. So with this, you do see flickering torchlight from the cavern leading to your west, and you hear some goblin commotion coming from that way as well.
Well, as I look forward, I see a small flat. Just
That's the thing
upon
that's the
lead
thing
up.
that collapsed.
Y-
So right now it's a
it
slide.
seems as though it would be a very difficult climb, at least encumbering my movement.
Yeah, it would be difficult terrain, so it would take double movement to get to the top. You picture trying to walk up a slide with like rocks that are like tumbling down constantly under your feet, and not easy for sure.
I see nothing but the direct path in front of me, so that is exactly what I want to do. I think with the double encumbrance, not just in front of me, I could get to what? Select move. I can get to here.
Yeah, pretty much. Because you have,
Right.
if you had 30, you'd be able to get to the last one.
25.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you can't
Short
cut
leg.
30. You can't cut the 25 in half like that. So
Yeah,
you,
no, I get that.
you wouldn't be able to make it to the last, the very edge.
So
of it.
that being my move, I just want to look over my pack real quick. I don't see any huge additions here. I just want to ready an axe. I worry that over the top of the overhang ahead of me, I'll see just the greenest of goblin scouts ready for another of my hand axe throws. So I've got a flying axe ready at the move, and then I'll pass it off to Prime.
What a prime.
Alright, so I'm gonna follow Pat. And I have 30, so let's see.
Unfortunately, with it costing double movement, it would cost 20 to get to the square behind him, and then
Oh,
another
not
10 to get
30.
to the square on him. You can't end a square. You can't occupy the same square. You can't end. You can move through them. So if you dashed, you can use your movement and your
Jump on his
action
shoulder.
to go all the way up. But
He can jump on Prime's shoulder, or he can jump on Quint's shoulders. He's low to the ground.
nope. Only halflings have that ability. Halflings
Damn.
can share squares with other people, but gnomes and dwarves cannot.
You're not a large creature, so so I can't be underneath you.
So I can't go to this one.
But you can go to that
You
one,
can
yes.
be
I'm
right
just saying.
behind me.
I'm just
Oh,
saying you
okay.
can't go to the one he's in.
That's fine. I want to go to that one.
Yeah, each square
And
is
then
5
maybe
feet, so if that makes it easier for you.
maybe you also ready an Eldritch Blast,
That's what I was
just
gonna do. Yeah.
awaiting.
We're gonna pop.
Or what's your health at? Maybe you
Uh,
like eat a ration or like rub your tits or something.
I don't have those.
He's at
but
14.
okay. I'm at 14.
Yo, dragons have 8 tits. You are clearly not up to your lore.
Wow.
I mean, he's a male. He's
That's
not a female.
so deadpan.
Yeah.
How is that so deadpan?
All right, so you're readying an action for another goblin if they come into sight.
Yeah. I want to kind of have points back here.
Sure.
Yo, my man's.
All right, Ike.
Yo, we like Ike.
Can I take my dash before I take my movement?
But
Why would you want to do that?
Because I want to run by the wolf caves as I'm passing by. Just kind of give it a quick whistle, chuck a ration in there, and keep moving.
I mean, you can. Well, dashing takes an
really
action.
cool.
So.
Really cool. Yeah.
Right, but does it take an action? Like, can I take a bonus action just to throw some food in there?
Yeah, that's fine. You're just saying you don't have to
Right,
use
that-
your.
yeah.
You don't have to use your
Yeah,
action
that's
to
just
dash.
really cool.
If you just.
Yeah.
I want to move and dash.
Yeah, you can break up your movement as much as you want. So if you have 60 feet of movement, you can
Including the
do
dash?
stuff in between. Yeah, you can do stuff in between stuff.
Oh yeah. That's like a whole thing. Like 5 foot action, 25 foot. 25 foot action, 5 foot. Like that's
Yeah,
the
and on my
action
way
economy
past,
in-
I'm
yeah.
gonna give just a quick whistle so they know it's me and chuck some more food at this guy.
Right. So wolf number 3. Right, Bob. I would like to think Ike aims at wolf number 3 to even out the admiration from our party for the
Hits
wolf
him
pack.
right in the fucking head as he runs by. There you go. All right.
No, I'm
Thinking, like,
targeting
I would
one
love,
specific
I would
wolf.
love to
I
have this
understand.
whole
I understand
wolf
what you're
pack
doing.
like be our friends. Just imagine the 4 of us and 3 wolves just fucking up some orcs. Like,
I'm done.
All right, so then you're done. I'm guessing with your turn there. So there go. So you've got. Let's see here. What is it doing? All right, so we've got this guy here. 10. So this guy runs over to here, looks down the collapsed passageway here. You see a goblin face peer up from above, looking down at you guys. With your ready action, they will go off. So first, we'll have Puent throw your hand axe. I guess they both go off at the same time, so you go ahead and both roll. You guys can double team them real quick. Jesus, Eldritch Blast hits hard.
I love it.
That's weird. It rolled the damage. Oh, you just clicked it. Never mind. I see. All
Yeah,
right. So you shouldn't have to click the damage anymore. You should just only have to click the attack. It'll auto roll damage now.
okay.
I fixed it. All right. So Eldritch Blast and your hand axe just goes sinking into this goblin, throwing him back against this back wall here and pinning him against the wall. So he is.
What's left of him?
He is no more. But you do have a goblin 5, 10, 15 here. He'll 20. He'll peer over and shoot at. Well, I guess it'd be. Oh, you're down 10 feet, so he'll just shoot a short bow at you. Ooh, natural 20. So that's 7 piercing damage to Puent. And then he'll move. He'll move back out.
I was made for this.
25 there. Then he'll send another short bow shot at you, a 10 to miss, and he'll move back. We've got another one here. He'll send a
Now we're
short
getting
bow
in there.
shot.
Now we're
A
getting in it.
6, not great, and he cannot move. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. And
Bro, I'm
he'll
still
move
at
here.
14 health, which is higher than the rest of our party for sure.
So they're all went there. You hear some more ruckus coming down the hallway where the first gush of water came. Seems further away, but you do hear that sound of like they seem like they're like smashing of metal versus rock. Vanna, your go.
You boy. Okay.
Your
Aw.
boy.
We believe in you.
Oh, Amy.
I don't.
Your boy.
You got
I
this. You got more HP than
Aw.
the entire party. Like you got this.
That's
Does
something
she
I
though?
struggle to come.
She has
to terms with.
27.
I have 27, which
Oh,
is fucking
god
baffling.
damn.
I know.
I don't
clerics
know.
are clerics are girthy.
I don't know.
Wow. Someone's God has blessed
Prob-
them.
So do you have? Can you like move up
Anubis
behind
was feeling
Ike
generous.
and throw a grenade or something up there?
A grenade. I mean, if I move
have
behind
grenades?
Ike, no, I have a bell.
Does it explode?
I could. No, but I can make them want the cravings box.
I wonder why Vanna doesn't
Potentially dead.
show.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know what's up with the HP.
Yeah, you're the only one that doesn't.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, 27 HP for level 2 sounds redonkulous.
Oh yeah. When I hit level 2, I was like, I put it in our chat. Wow, Pwent hit level 2. This seems like it's gonna be dangerous.
That's because you got a fat dwarf booty.
Dude, I got that
Uh-huh.
thick, round,
You are
dwarven
gummy thick.
stoutness.
If
Yeah.
I were to move behind Ike and go ahead and try to use Toll the Dead on the front goblin sitting up there, would I be considered to have line of sight, or would it be obscured?
Oh yeah, he's within. Yeah, he's standing at the top of the pathway there. He's definitely not hiding or anything. So if you went up,
when
if
you say behind, click the spot. Right? Is there difficult movement up to my left? I don't think she can get between me and the
5,
warlock.
10, 15, 20. She can. Yeah, she can move here. She's got enough movement. If she wants to move there, she can go into that. It'll take all of her movement to get there, but
Sure,
10, 15,
I'll
20,
do that.
25, 30. Yeah, because it costs double. She goes to 20 to your spot and then 30 to that square there. So you can get there, and then you would have line of sight of that goblin up there. Yep.
Sure, sounds like fun.
Also, I don't think your HP is correct.
I don't think it's right either. That's really high.
Because the max you can have with 8, if you rolled 8 and 8, well, you get the max at level 1. Plus, you have 3 from your Constitution modifier, which makes it 11. The max you can have is 22 if you rolled both. Well, if you rolled an 8 for your second
right?
level up.
So I think the max needs to come down by at least 5.
But yeah, do your Toll the Dead first, and then we can fix your health after. So
Damn!
2 or 3, excellent. So the goblin has to make a Wisdom saving throw. He will make a Wisdom saving throw of 16. Wow, he actually succeeds.
Damn!
He is hardy. He's not
He's a
scared of your
wise.
bell. He's had plenty of Taco Bell.
They're a smart
He's
goblin.
had enough crunch wraps. He's seen all the advertisements. He's not buying shit.
Alright, so then after that, it's up to Gwent. Unless you want to use a bonus action to do anything. Which I think your only bonus action is probably your healing word. So Puent is at half HP. Ike's down by 7. So healing word wouldn't be terrible, but you can also save it.
So this is just a flavor question.
Sure.
Can I grab Puent and throw him up there?
Yeah, I mean it would take your action, but you definitely can try. Also depends
Okay.
on how strong you are.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Did you say they're 10 feet above us?
Yep. Well, 10 feet above Puent.
So probably what, 5 to 6? 5
It's like
4
it's
feet
at an
above
angle
me?
though, so it's kind of 5. It's difficult because it's like diagonally up, so it's like 7.5 really. But yeah, it's around 7.5 to 10.
I mean, from where I can see, there are
But he can't reach it to hit it.
I can get up there, and I can immediately attack. And as long as I kill the goblin, if not, he'll throw me back down the cliff.
Well, you can't. He's taking up the only like spot there is to like. You couldn't climb up to
And
where
you
he's
can't
at.
hit him.
You could like. Technically, he is diagonal with you in melee, which is, it's like I said, it's a little strange because the way that it's angled. I would say that you would be able to melee it with your warhammer, but you would have he would have partial cover from the ledge of the cliff, so he would have +2 to his armor class. But you'd still be able to melee it from you'd be kind of like doing like a jump attack basically.
I still have the fervor of my dear war god Moradin in my veins. So I feel as though I could take it if I climbed this cliff.
Also, speaking of taking damage, from the shot last from the crit, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to make your concentration check. So when you're concentrating on a spell, every time you take damage, you have to make a Constitution saving throw. This allows you to maintain your concentration on your spell. If you get less than 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is greater, then you drop concentration on that spell.
Oh no!
So,
I got a 9.
So the bless is no longer up anymore.
We are no longer blessed.
No longer #blessed.
My god has fleeted us from the battle.
You got bonked on the head and you can't.
I am.
Can't
I
think
am
no more.
Regular.
All right,
regular
so-
happy here.
Fine.
Yeah, no, I want to get up there and mess with that goblin.
Can't.
Yeah, for sure.
You can
definitely
attack it.
want-
If you can kill it, then you can get up into its spot for sure. So if you can
Yeah.
kill this goblin up front, you can get up on that ledge.
I'm going for gold. Oh, wait. Yeah, one-handed. Yeah.
So Amy, did you want to roll for your hit points, or did you want to just take the average of 5?
Yeah, I'll take the average of 5.
All right, so then you're gonna have 11. So you should have 19 maximum. 'Cause you'll have
Feels
11
though I
from the
did
first
pretty
roll and
good
8
on
from the
that.
second. So you'll have 17 of 19.
Yeah, that sounds
13?
way more fair.
All right, so would you get a 13? That is unfortunately
miss.
too low. So you jump up and your shaft of your mace, your warhammer gets stopped on the ledge there.
Clang.
All right. Any bonus actions or you're good?
I mean, I don't have any bonus actions.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, Prime, you're up, bad
Over to
boy.
Prime.
All right. I guess I'll try my death ray again.
Can
done.
he necrotic breath up this hillock?
You would be in the way, but yeah.
Yo, I'll risk that biscuit.
I think the necrotic breath. Let me double check. Dragonborn. I think it's a cone originating from him. Let's see here. All right, so you went black. So acid. It's a 5-foot by 30-foot line. So you'd only be able to get. You'd hit Puent and then 2 goblins. If you did, well, technically it'd be like this. I mean, you can kind of do. That's fair. So if you wanted to breath weapon, you can try to breath weapon these 3. It would include Puent.
Yo, I'll take that heat. Yo, I'll take that heat all fucking day.
Okay, what's the difference between that and the Eldritch Blast?
So the breath weapon is your. Is it an action? Let's see. When you use your breath weapon, each creature.
'Cause it's not in my...
Yeah, uses your action, so it would replace your Eldritch Blast. So you can either Eldritch Blast or use your breath weapon.
I mean, how cruddy? So,
So it's a
how
2D
much do
it's a
the
2d6
dragons hate to the? Oh, dragons hate dwarves, right? I
Oh,
think
not
that's
necessarily.
thematic enough. Like, I feel that. Well, dwarves want to hoard the gold, and dragons do too. So, like, in a
Sure.
way, they are the antithesis of each other.
I don't think they naturally hate each other. So if you wanted to do a breath weapon, it's 2d6, and they have to do a dexterity saving throw.
2d6 on average.
And the saving throw is 8 plus con mod plus proficiency, so it would be 8 plus your con mod, I think is 2.
For one, right? Not multiple targets?
For what, the 2d6? It's 2d6 for everybody in the line.
Yeah, and Eldritch Blast is one target?
Yeah.
So,
At higher
I mean,
levels, you'll get more braves.
Yo, Brian, roll those fucking dice. Hit us all. Fuck us all. Yeah, get it. Blow that mouth.
That's what she said?
Send those flames. I want to feel that heat on my back.
I gotta roll 2d6s.
Yeah, so if you want to use your breath weapon, you just do /roll space 2d6.
Does this work?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So that'd be 4 damage, and then we have to make all. So, Plant, you have to do a dexterity saving throw, and then I gotta do 2 for the
man,
goblins
I'm
as well.
on that shit. Yo, I love this. This is my jam.
So Prime, your saving throw.
Ah, yes.
You roll low. 4. So you'll take 4 acid damage.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so your saving throw for your breath weapon is 8 plus proficiency, which is 2, so that's 10 plus your con mod. So it's a DC 13. So it's difficulty check 13, and the goblins have to make their save. So this one here rolls a 13, so meets it, beats it, so he'll duck out of the way.
Damn.
And then this other goblin here, 21, no problem. So the only one that takes damage is your own party member. Very nice. So you probably don't have any bonus actions as a warlock, so that's it.
I feel like
as his bonus action, can he yell
wall.
like, "Yeah"? Do you say sorry, or do you just like mumble in Draconic or something?
Yeah, kind of like mumble and draconic. Something about being an idiot and you deserve to be burned or
Dumb
something,
dwarves and shit.
but- yeah. I guess that's
I can't
wait.
tell them apart or something. Yeah.
special action. Or can I ready up my death beam for next turn?
Well, I mean, you can just take it next
You've already
turn.
used
So,
an action.
so your action is just your standard. That's just an action that you can use for a variety of different things. Each ability in the game uses a specific action. In this case, breath weapon uses an action. Now, going forward, as I just thought about it, I normally have breath weapons be a bonus action because it feels kind of shitty when you use it, especially when it's like a one-time use. To use it and then to waste your whole turn. But so going forward, it'll be a bonus action. But so for now, that'll be the end of your turn because I don't think you have any bonus actions as a warlock. So then it's over to Ike.
I'm just going to ready my bow down the hallway you said that the clattering noise is coming from. And be ready to shoot anything that pops its head out.
All right.
That's it.
And that's over to their turns. So sure, we'll do the sound first. So you hear that more rustling of rock and metal against rock, and then all of a sudden you hear another gush of running water as water pours through the cavern, and the only person that's in the line would be Ike, but you are in that cavern area there, so you have to make a. What was it? I think it's a DC 10.
Dex?
Yeah, it's a DC 10 dexterity saving throw. It is not your day. So
Can Vana assist in any way?
I
I mean, she is like tangentially adjacent.
Yeah, she was in the same kind of position you were with. It's going to be a hard one, so we'll say DC 15. Vana, you can use your reaction to try to make a dexterity check, which you'll have disadvantage on because of the fatigue.
Legit.
But DC 15, if you can do it, then go for it. So you can just do a dexterity saving throw, and it'll roll. It should roll with advantage.
That's fair. I like it, Matt.
Okay.
16
It
is
does.
enough. So, okay, you gotta
Hot
roll one
shit.
more. So why does Ike do it, but not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So you're just,
the,
you're just so
Hey.
tired.
Push me
the
into
wet.
the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so then the water washes you back down to this area here as the other second wave goes through. Slash roll 6. So you'll take 1 bludgeoning damage as it pushes you down the cavern there. Then we have this going here. 20, 25. He sees nothing. He dashes there. Okay. Then we got 3 goblins here. First goblin, we'll make a. We'll do a range shot. Actually, we'll do a scimitar slash down at the at Plent.
Yeah.
This one here throws
Brilliant.
down his bow and does a. Damn. He does a scimitar slash. Does a 17 hit?
I got an AC 18, so bring that shit,
Ooh.
baby.
So you deflect that with your hammer as he. Or you have a shield now, right?
Hammer and shield, baby.
Yeah, so
Sword
you
and board.
you block that with your scimitar, prevent that pretty crushing blow there, and then he'll jump back here. Now, because he was technically within melee range of you, you have your reaction to do an attack of opportunity against him, so you can make a melee attack against him.
Warhammer, one-handed.
Ooh, a crit!
Ooh.
Blast him against the back wall there, as he runs away, trying to give his friends position to attack, but.
Excellent.
Oh, well. I forgot that they can disengage as a bonus action. Anyways,
I yell
he was
in
dumb.
Response, I yell in response, more ears for my belt.
So this goblin here will do a short bow shot from this hallway here, a 15, and he'll miss. And then this one will jump up and he'll try and make a scimitar attack down at you, and also miss. Wow.
Dude, I almost
Um,
took defense, which would just give me another 1 to AC,
He'll move back,
which I felt would be too broken.
and he'll move here and make a scimitar attack. A 10.
Get
Then
out of
he'll-
here
Then
with
he'll
that
move
noise.
back. And
Take that, Grumsh One Eye. Go ahead and eat that butt.
Oops, there.
I am way too familiar with Adventures in the Forgotten Realms and D&D lore.
So you hear a goblin running up from behind you, Vanna, and it's your go. I hear something running up behind you in the water.
Can I see it, or is that not considered line of sight?
You can definitely you have vision of it. Like it's like peering around the corner.
Well, vision is called enough for a Taco Bell bong.
Yep,
And that's the strongest thing I got.
sure. So he'll make his wisdom saving throw of a 1. He'll take seven massive necrotic damage as the Taco Bell bong ring. Bong is the
catching
sound
on.
it makes, but
He
you know
takes a big hit for the taco
he
ball.
rips a big bong hit and just falls over dead. So you do drop him. His insides just get shattered.
In my head, he turned into pink mist.
So you have what's a cantrip? It's not that powerful. Although it did just one shot him, so I mean.
It just kind of poof.
I like it.
All right.
It's my
So you have your
favorite-
bonus action still. If you want to use your bonus action for
Um,
anything. Plent is at 10 of 24,
Can
so
I
he's
use
fairly
that for
low.
healing word?
Yeah. As long as you use a cantrip, you're able to use a another spell
Okay.
for whatever.
Oh, that's sweet. I love that.
You can bonus action healing word if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll bonus action healing word.
Ooh, I'll take that one.
All right. So Plent, you heal up 6, and then it's your go.
Well, it didn't work last time, but I think it
Okay.
will this time.
There
I'ma
is a
action
spot
my
open for you
ass.
to jump up there, just so you're aware.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm a move my little booty up. He's stout, he's short, but he's sweet. Move myself right up here. Okay, I've
Yep.
got some quick. I'm seeing some stuff here. I know what it is, and I think killing the goblin directly in front of me is the way to go. Yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and swing out right ahead in front of me.
All right.
Yeah. Ooh.
13 to hit does not hit.
Okay.
He dodges out of
Now-
the way.
Okay. All right.
Then it's
Now
over
that
to
was what,
Prime.
10 to get up here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Am I able to move past them to the other side into the encampment?
You cannot. You can move through allies, but you cannot move through
Enemies.
Enemies.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
unless you have some kind of
Um,
incorporeal way to do it, like if you're like a ghost or something.
No. Am I able to like throw a rope down the little hill we were just at?
It would probably take an action to like put a pin into the ground
Hey,
and throw it.
yeah,
I mean, you
so
can throw a rope
I
down,
got
but
nothing.
like, yeah. All right, so over to
Yeah.
Prime.
Okay, so I guess I can move to there.
Uh huh.
And does he obstruct my view of my death ray?
It would just give him partial cover, so it would give +2 AC.
Okay.
But you still have the ability to do it. It just makes it a little harder. You're
Okay.
trying to
Eldritch
thread the
Blast.
needle. Thread the needle. That's what I was trying to think of
Thread the,
earlier.
yeah, thread the
Thread the
needle. Let's
needle.
go. Roll it out.
It's like, what's difficult? And you're trying
What?
to.
Yeah!
Damn. 14 damage. Obliterates this guy into
What?
smithereens.
Turns that one into dust.
Yeah, that one definitely. He just, you see his body just cave in and almost just multiple ribs broken. His chest is just caved in, and he's definitely down for the count. All right, over to Ike.
We're at time, by the way.
Yes. Yeah. After your turn, something will happen, and that'll make it a good ender for tonight.
Over there and I'm done.
All right, so you dash over there. All right, so back to the top. Well, not the top round. Back to the goblin's turn. So you hear from inside the cave entrance here, this den, and you see coming around the corner this this goblin, little more decorated than the others, and he yells out to Puentes, the only person he can see at the moment. He yells out, "Truce, or this human dies." And that's where we'll end this session.
Ooh. Oh, leaving me on a cliffhanger. I like it. Well,
So
this
thanks for
has
watching,
been an
everybody. But you do
intense
see,
back
and the
forth,
human
yeah.
that you see, he looks familiar. He looks like the Sildar that was with Gundren. So we'll pick up there next time in the midst of combat and see what happens. So thanks for watching, everybody.
It-
If there's
thank you,
anything,
everyone.
if there's any questions in the chat, we can take a couple minutes questionnaire if there's anybody watching that has a question or any comments. And if not, then we'll. And of course, I'll ask the players. What do you guys think? Prime, is this your first DMs or first Dungeons and Dragons experience, or
Yes.
you played before?
Very first. No, very
so? What'd you
first.
think?
I had a lot of fun, actually. I'm sorry if I made things slow.
No, that's happen. It happens if you're learning. I mean, I've been playing this game for 15 years at this point, like different varieties of different versions. So, if you ever have any questions or if you need help with anything, feel free to ask, and
Yeah.
I'm happy to help. I think it's nice having nice visuals for the being able to visually see everything. Some people play in the theater of the mind, and I think it's easier to visually represent everything on the board and I don't know, more gamify it, I guess. So yeah.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
doesn't
I
look
like
like
it.
doesn't look like there's any comments or anything, so we'll end it there and pick up next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.